Okay, so I mean, we've got the Invitational, we got the Smash 5
Wait,
character
is
talks.
this actually how you're gonna sound for the entire thing?
Why? Am I really close? Is it really loud?
It's just a bit echoey.
Bit echoey. Oh shit.
I thought you were making
One
funnies
minute.
doing that, but this is a persisting issue.
No, 1 minute.
Oh, someone get over quick. He's hanging himself.
He has one bad recording and he kills himself.
Please, I'm too far away.
Dev, maybe if you get off that, you get down from that stool.
Is this any better? Is this any better?
Yeah, but a bit, but you're
I
just too
hope
loud.
so.
You're just too loud.
Jesus, I hope so.
What'd you say, Jacob?
Yeah, but you're just too loud.
Too loud. Let me turn the volume
Yeah,
down.
can you just
Is that better?
I think that's perfect.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
I mean, if not, you can
I
just turn down my volume
I was
in
gonna say,
Discord.
I forgot I could do that. Put you at 69%.
Turn me all the way up.
Comedy.
Oh, you're still loud. You're still too loud. Put you at
Maximize me.
I'll turn my volume down again. That's fine.
Maximum power.
So I mean, we don't need to have too many topics. I mean, we've got the Invitational, we've got Smash 5 like character talk, and then we've got just general recap of stuff, so just Smash Point, and then was there anything else? That's probably it. But
You've got like Q&A and stuff.
yeah. I mean, in terms of the general topics, that's probably fine, isn't it?
SD, Albion, obviously.
Yeah.
Nah, alright, this is realistically gonna get uploaded after SD.
Yeah, well, we can still give predictions and see if we were right.
I guess, yeah.
And then people can be like, "Whoa, man, you were right." And then yeah,
Oh, sorry about that.
I bet that's gonna be crazy.
That was Nabster saying that. That was specifically his voice.
What? Nav's gonna go, whoa!
He'll do the Napster scream, the what everybody does all the time. He always does it all the time. It cracks me up, man. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
I just had one lean, mean nap. So I'm not.
I want a cheesy burrito.
Shut up. No one cares.
What? Well, no one gives a fuck about your nap, you big gay fuck.
Jesus.
Can't wait to plug the UK's biggest event of the year in such a professional podcast.
No one gives a fuck about your big tournament, you big gay fuck.
Yeah.
You big
How do
gay
I find
fuck.
out about the premier event of Europe in the year? And just a bunch of each other big gay fucks and so on and so forth.
Cackling.
Listen. This is the best the UK has got in terms of
Yeah, no, it's.
content.
I feel like we've needed a podcast for a while. I
Yeah.
just don't. You are what we deserved.
Yeah, this is a challenge. Like, who's gonna do better? Present me someone who's gonna do a better podcast, and then we'll start.
Yeah, literally. I mean, there's no one else who does a UK-based one. The minute someone else does one, we'll be like, all right, I guess that's us done. we don't have to do this shit.
We get like the Nabster show where he just sits on his own and talks. It's like, alright, well, we've been...
Banana. I like bananas.
That should be like the slogan, like, man said don't jump. Could you do any better?
please do better. Alright, have we sorted out the Q&A? There's quite a few questions. Holy shit, actually.
Yeah, I'm probably literally just gonna click on the thread when we do it. Just let people keep posting until then. Like, fuck it, whatever. Fuck them.
Okay.
No, don't.
There's nothing more frustrating than when people ask questions that I know for a fact we've already answered in other podcasts. It's almost like they don't listen and remember every single moment of it.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
I can think of a few things more frustrating.
It pisses me right the fuck off. I hate it.
Fake fans, dude.
They are. They're probably not even gonna listen to us answer it. I fucking hate them.
But Kasu posted a question, and he was literally like, I know you've already answered this, right?
I love how you acknowledged it as well. Yeah.
No, to be fair though, we didn't really answer it. We just kind of discussed it. So maybe he's looking for any further updates.
I've seen that question, and I actually have a pretty good answer for it because I know.
That'd be cool.
I have a good answer for it. I have the best.
Is it a lockbox?
Yeah, I've got a fucking better one, Charnaki.
Oh my God.
I'm the big
Mine-
boy here. I've got a
mine's-
big DAT. I've got the big D in particular.
Right, well,
Can we
mine's
just talk?
armed bouncers by every setup.
Oh yeah, I run man said don't jump now, guys. It's a DAT owned property. Sorry, it's corporate buyout.
My suggestion is arms on every single setup.
For a minute, I thought you meant like the
No
actual
one will
Nint-
ever rob it again.
No, I thought you meant like the Nintendo Switch has like grown a pair of arms. And it's like,
How do you know
get
that's not
off.
what
Like,
How do you not know that's what I meant?
if it is, I like it.
It's
The
the world's
Nintendo
big-
Switch are like wrestle the thief off it. So he like shoves it by like, no, get off.
Starts getting sold purposely just for burglar protection.
Thing is,
Put
like,
it on
Like
your
helps
TV.
carry your shopping.
that's the only problem is that because the Switch is actually a quality console, we actually face the potential of it being stolen. Who the fuck's gonna steal a Wii U, right? Like, what
Yeah,
is?
no one gives a fuck about Wii
Just,
U.
just imagine someone like stumbling out of here like a bunch of wires or a big fucking gamepad out. I'm like, oh, I hope no one sees me.
Oh, I can't wait to play Skyrim on my fourth console so far.
Alright, should we start now? Should we do the real
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, I'm sorry, whenever you. Are you guys ready?
Take it away, Duck Muck.
Okay, 3, 2. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Man Said Don't Jump podcast. I'm going to power through. Don't want to acknowledge any interruptions. We're going to go straight
Big
through it.
blue balls.
It's your boy Muck Duck. I'm here to present what we on the 5th episode. Is this the 5th episode?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
think so.
So, pretty much the same format as how we've already kind of done it. A few other things that we're going to put in there. But I'm joined by my regular cast of co-hosts. First of all, we've got the man Jacob Charnock.
Did you know The Simpsons was absolutely huge?
Stop,
in the
stop, stop. And of course, I'm joined by my other co-host, Maggie. Say something. Introduce yourself.
He's
you
thinking
fucking
so
ape.
hard about something funny and random to say.
No, you're not.
That's so random, dude. Guys, summertime is here, and because summertime is here, I've got a nice cold glass of Copperberg by my side, but also Albion
shit,
is
Kev.
just around the corner.
No, you
And
don't.
of course, we've got Albion around the corner. So, of course, we had to have someone from DAT team themselves to be on the podcast. We've also got LTBrad here with us today.
Good evening. Thank you for having me on. I'm absolutely amazed by the professionalism of this podcast so far. I can't wait to really push our team's production and events and call each other big gay fucks a lot.
Listen. We're not the most professional podcast, but until
Hear me
someone
out,
else does something better.
Also, Brad, you were the first one to cuss in the actual
I know,
show, and not the
that's
pre-show,
true.
so you've ruined it already.
Okay.
You
all
made
right.
it not
Thanks,
professional.
you
Well
guys.
done, mate.
you've done this.
I'm not going to any DAT team event again.
Of course, we're going to be talking about Albion a little bit later, but there's quite a few things that we do want to talk about. I think the first thing that is on quite a lot of people's mind is that invitational that's coming up very much around the corner very soon to be shown.
No, it's
I
not.
think there's 8 competitors, so we've got Zero, we've got, oh god, I'm going to forget who's actually there now.
Ever
Zero,
got any competitors?
that's it, we've just got Zero, that's it.
Yeah.
It's the only one I can actually remember. So we've got Mango, Armada, Plup, and Lucky. I know they're the guys from Melee. And then from Smash 4,
It's
I cannot remember.
Abadango,
There's
Leo,
the
Zero,
Zero-
Mr. R,
Yeah, and Leo.
and me.
So Leo, Mr. R, Abadango, Zero. Okay, so that's like kind of an interesting set of guys. I don't know. It feels like there's a couple of people. I mean, a lot of people already said it. Like Nairo should have been there, or Hungrybox should have been there, or Mewtwo King should have been there.
Yeah.
But in terms of the actual 8 people that we've got, do you feel like that's a diverse enough cast? Do you feel like it's a good set of people to actually showcase the game?
I feel like what the fuck is Lucky actually doing there, really? But I mean,
Yeah, Lucky's
it's
really
almost
living
like,
up to his
it's like they
namesake.
added Mango and then just sort of went, well, how many mates you got? And then Lucky just got thrown in on top of that.
Right, you know what? To
Was
be
that the-
honest, I think like, fuck it, the Melee people aren't gonna play the game anyway. Fuck them.
Well, I mean, that's
They
not
might
necessarily true. I think it's more so for Nintendo on their side. It's just
No, fuck 'em, I
acknowledging
hate
the
'em.
fact that. Okay, never mind. Next point, I guess.
No, carry on. No,
No, they
I
just wanna
agree.
be-
No,
I agree.
no, that's it.
I
That's
do
fine.
agree
Don't
with
worry
it.
about
They
it.
want to be like inclusive of everyone, you know. They want eyes on it more than anything. They want as many eyes as possible. And if like Melee players say good things about the game, I mean, worst case scenario for Nintendo is that they make more sales.
Do you guys notice the difference in tweets between Mr. R and Armada? Like, Mr. R was like, "Oh man, super hyped to represent Europe and my scene for the new Smash game," and then Armada was just like, I mean, I love Armada. He's really nice, but he said something really, really kind of unenthusiastic. Like, can't wait to play the game. Like, low-key, I'm just gonna play Melee again anyway afterwards. But you know, I'm gonna be there.
Fuck Armada.
Hey, wait, hold on. I want to interrupt this with the first ever live news update for the Man Said Don't Jump podcast.
Oh my god!
What the
Okay.
fuck?
Danoa just messaged me saying he beat the Flow and for glory and he's really happy about it.
Let's go, Danoa.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he's real pleased about it. So that's that.
Let's fucking go.
Fighting back in-
I bet it was just some completely different guy called Flo who plays like Kirby
Why
or
isn't
something.
Danoa? I've got a topic of discussion. Why isn't Danoa a TP yet? Why not? Can someone answer me? Because whenever I play him in friendlies, it seems to me like he is a TP.
Okay, better topic of discussion. How have we allowed Lucretio to normalize us using the phrase TP to refer to?
It shouldn't be.
How has this actually become a part of like the community
fine.
dialect that we actually, dude? That team did a tweet recently, and they're like, "Here are all the TPs coming to that Blossom." It's like, GP, what the fuck are you doing? Don't encourage him.
It's fine as long
He
as
actually
everyone knows
called
what
them
it means.
TPs
it's
on the
fine.
DAT account. Like other countries have no idea what the hell we're talking about. The fuck's a TP?
That's very true. I mean, listen, it's just a normalized phrase. I feel like before the Smash scene, I didn't hear the phrase high key. I heard low key all the time, but I didn't hear high key that much at all. I didn't think it was a thing, but now I just hear it all the time as well.
I
I don't know.
There's
I
a
don't
lot-
think
there's
it's
a lot
like-
of
I think the
shit,
main takeaway from the Smash scene is just saying let's go to everything relatively
Oh,
good that
Jesus.
happens in your day-to-day
Yeah.
life.
Mm,
Or like
Jesus.
there's that thing, you know, where you
Body.
do something dumb in game and you just kind of nod at it. I do that all the time in real life.
I
I'll
always
just-
say tell him again now as well.
Yeah, I'll just kind of I do tell him again, but like say like I'll just like drop something, I'll just nod at it like, all right, yeah, GG. Well played."
Jacob's whole life, he hasn't stopped nodding since 2016.
Like a fucking bobblehead.
Jesus. Anyway, back to the invitational, because that is what we were talking about before these fucking awful non sequiturs. So, yeah, I mean, like, kind of like what Adam was already saying, I think it is more a case of just trying to get as many eyes on the game as possible. So, taking some of the guys from Melee, some of the guys from Smash 4, both scenes, not necessarily completely split, but there is quite a division between the two in that there are people who stick very much to Melee, stick very much to Smash 4, and there's no cross-pollination between the two games. So I think having those 4 people from Melee is going to help Nintendo in the long run. Because again, it's just introducing a new audience to the new game as well, which is good.
I think that on top of that, it's like they don't know exactly who this game's gonna cater to yet, because Nintendo's never been like great at assessing that before. So
Sure.
they just want like skilled players from all walks of Smash to be able to compete, and then be like, okay, here's the bar. Can you beat this guy? And then he goes to his first tournament or whatever and tries to. Because he won.
I do have a quick question as well, actually. So
You know.
the invitational that's coming up, is that going to be after E3? Or is it during E3?
It's like
or-
during E3.
Yeah,
It's like during
it's
E3.
on the last day.
Okay, so they'll do like the character reveals and stuff
Yeah.
beforehand, and
Yes.
then they'll have the event. Okay, cool.
So
'cause
we
that
will
kind
get
of...
to see Mango playing as Harry Potter.
Okay, nice.
No, I can't wait for like so when people are playing this new character in this tournament, they'll be like, oh my god, MK Leo's playing like Crash Bandicoot and he does like a down throw up air that kills at like 60 and like, oh my god, he's fucking broken. And then the game comes out and he's like mid tier.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, Abadango
That's
is
gonna
the
happen.
fucking
I
lion
don't.
from
I don't know if you
Japan.
remember. I don't know if you remember from like the first day the game came out in Japan on the 3DS. Mewtwo King and I think it was Mewtwo King and Zero actually were doing like loads of labbing. They were doing loads of tech and stuff like that, and they came to the consensus on the first day that Duck Hunt was the best character in the game.
Yeah.
And
Initial
wasn't.
team had like Robin, Duck Hunt, ZSS, and someone
yeah,
else.
exactly.
They called them. They
lasted,
were like the
that lasted
Fantastic
for a
Four.
while. That
Yeah.
lasted for a while though, because like MVD started playing Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
I know like the general online consensus was Bowser because people didn't know how to. But Duck Hunt stayed around for a little bit.
I think my favorite thing is if you remember the first the invitational from Smash 4 where I think it's like Reggio who's presented is like, oh yeah, people have been playing it on the show floor at E3 and everyone's come to the conclusion that Samus is the best character, and then no one in the tournament used Samus.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
no, It was that Sakurai and the team all thought Samus was the best because of course that
Sakurai main
They know
Ganon and
every-
Brawl. I don't think he actually knows as much about the game as he makes himself. So he sees what happens.
I do wonder, like, surely it's not a conscious effort from Sakurai to make characters as bad as they are.
No,
Oh,
it's,
Brawl,
no, it's clearly
Brawl
not.
definitely. Brawl, I mean, Brawl, like, I have a bit of a controversial opinion on Sakurai. Like, I appreciate his work on the series, but Brawl is such a slap in the face because it's like,
Yeah.
why would you so clearly engineer your game to be not competitively just to shut down people who want to play your game in the way that they like? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like
Yeah.
the thing about Melee is that all of the technical stuff that's done in it, it doesn't interfere with the casual play at all. You're not playing with your mate in like 4-player party ball smash, and then there's one guy who's like fucking wave landing on Corneria, and, like, bodying everyone. Like that
Speak for
doesn't
yourself.
interfere. So he only took it out just because he wanted to completely strip the game of any of its competitive properties. And I love the big fuck you that the community gave him by playing it competitively anyway, and then making PM. And I kind of think that he seems to have mellowed out in that a lot and like learned his
Mhm.
lesson since.
I
But
will
I
say
don't
though,
think he puts too much stock into it.
as far
I
as
am
like,
curious whether Sakurai's actually ever played a 1v1 Smash.
he probably
I've-
played Tetris for glory for like 20 minutes. Was like, this is boring.
Where is my Totodile?
No, but
I
like,
need Pokeballs.
I still
He
think
is
I
that
will. I
guy.
will play devil's advocate for him when it comes to like character balancing, because it's like I was thinking about this the other day. Imagine the fucking absurd amount of playtesting that goes into every little aspect of the game.
For sure.
Like there's like
Yeah.
50 odd characters, like a bajillion stages, all these different items. You got to figure out how every single one of these things interacts with each other.
Yeah,
You would
and I
think
also feel
that
bad
they
for
would
him
hire
because he's-
specific people for like specific things to look into, though. Like you get like a couple guys for competitive 1v1 play.
Well, I should
Nah,
hope they've
it's
done
not-
that
that's
now.
that's not feasible
They
in
have a
like a
design
development
team.
environment. There's no
I
way.
kind of feel bad for Sakurai because he's the face of the series. He just gets the flack for everything, and like there's definitely a design team there as well that I think a lot of people forget about.
Actually,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
some guy called Pete who fucks it all up on Sakurai's day off.
It's like-
Sakurai actually wants the game to only be competitive and be played for thousands of pounds at
But
every
Pete,
tournament.
Pete, on the other hand,
Pete's like, look, I just made Groudon come out of a Pokeball. So like, we're done with that, Pete.
Fuck off, Pete.
I think what I will say is that I think it's good that not only is Sakurai acknowledging it now, but
Try
Nintendo
again.
in general acknowledging it, that when it comes to these games, they have a lot of value in the party sense, of course, but
Yeah.
there is the duality of having a competitive version of it as well, which is really, really good. I mean, like it's even like games like Splatoon and ARMS, and I know they aren't like the most played games as compared to something like Smash, right? But when you can play Splatoon in a very fun environment, that's cool. But you can also play it in a very competitive environment. And I think now that they finally realized, I think they did realize it with Smash 4, to be completely honest, that you can have this duality of the party game mixed with the aspect of a competitive game as well. And I'm not going to say that Smash 4 is the most like perfect competitive game. There's nowhere near it, actually. But as it goes, I think Sakurai is definitely putting more stock into that competitive kind of essence of the game. And even Nintendo in general, like they've done this Nintendo versus thing, and they're starting to kind of sponsor and invest in a little bit few more tournaments, not necessarily just for Smash, but for other games as well. And I think that's what's the kind of most exciting part of Smash 5 kind of is to me personally, is that there is
Oh.
See ya.
oh, bye Dev. That was really sad. Well, guys,
That-
there's no women at the Invitational. What about
This-
that? Oh,
optimism like Smash 4 as well.
All right, then.
Yeah,
He's still going. He's still going.
I think you raised a lot of solid points there, Dev.
What
it-
happened?
Uh,
They were
just
breaking
got
up the whole time.
you turned into Rob.
Brilliant.
You said,
Brilliant news.
I think that is the most exciting thing about Smash 5 for me, and then you were gone.
Cool.
So
All right.
excited.
Well, I
I've
mean,
lost for words.
I agree with you. I agree with you. It's almost like to a degree that Smash 4 was kind of a trial run. Like when you make a movie like Deadpool have done, you sort of see what works, what doesn't, and then in the next one you can go a bit more adventurous and try it out. I think they've done that with like the competitiveness of Smash 4.
See,
They're
well,
just testing the waters a bit
the-
before they go.
the
for it.
way I see it, well, it's not even the way I see it, it's a different thing entirely, so I don't know why I said that. But like, before we move on to the next topic, because we talked about this for like 2 hours. But I read somewhere, tell me if I'm wrong, but like apparently at E3 they're going to be giving out like if you go on to like to play the Smash demo on the show floor, they'll be like, you can play either for fun or for glory, and they'll let you like go play like casuals or go play 1v1s and that. Watch fucking nobody play the for fun stuff.
I've not heard anything about that.
I read that somewhere. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong.
I've heard about this as well. Yeah.
Watch nobody do the for fun option.
Imagine the complete opposite when no one does it for glory.
Yeah, no,
What
I
if
think
everyone
that's more
just does for fun?
And fucking Pete comes in and is like, let's put tripping back in it.
My work on .con Zero was really good. Let me take over.
So I mean, as we're talking about Smash 5 quite a lot because of the Invitational, there's been quite a few kind of murmurs. There's been quite a few leaks in terms of what the game's character selection is going to be. I think a lot of people are resigned to the fact that most of the characters that's in Smash 4 are going to make a return. There's no obvious confirmation of that, but there's been two very, very kind of interesting leaks that have come out. Again, I'm not sure in terms of the credibility. I know that the second set of rumors was from a somewhat credible source, I think.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
The guy who did the second source, which we'll talk about in a minute, he also correctly leaked, I think it was Other M, some Metroid game anyway. He also he also leaked Ninja Turtles for Injustice, and there was another character.
Oh, I remember this.
Sure, sure. So it's very, very interesting. So again, if you are listening to this, we're going to be talking possible spoilers for the game. So if you don't want to obviously listen to that, skip ahead. I don't know why you're listening to this, to be fair. But the first kind of set of leaks, the most interesting thing about it in terms of the characters was that the first set of leaks said that Crash and Spyro were going to be in the game. And I don't know what you guys feel about that. I would love Crash to be in the game. I don't care about Spyro.
No, I want both. You can't have one without the other. You can't have one without the other.
I
definitely can.
Listen, I'm the complete opposite way. I'll take Spyro over Crash any day of the week, even though I do love Crash. But Spyro he's my child. I think it's just one of them is someone's childhood for everyone, one or the other, or both.
So Spyro Year of the Dragon is my favorite game of all time. I played it as a kid. When the remake comes out, I genuinely think that I might cry when I play it because the nostalgia will be too much.
I'm in that boat, man. I'm in that boat.
I think that I honestly, despite that, in spite of how much of my childhood they contain, I don't know how I feel about them making it in Smash because, and I said this at DBZ, I hopped on commentary to kill some dead air, but like, if they get announced and they're in, I know that we already kind of had the same thing with Cloud, but the floodgates are open. Goku is coming.
No, because that's a completely different medium. Nah.
Yes.
There are people who want it, man. There are people who genuinely want it.
Yeah, those people are stupid.
Idiot. I don't know. I just think that there are characters who probably are more deserving. I'd love to have them in, but like, where's
Spyro and Crash?
So I
disagree with that.
Well,
I
depends
disagree
how you
with
define deserving, but the way I see it, like, look at the current roster. It's like, what actual major Nintendo characters do we not have other than fucking Waluigi? It's like by this point,
there's only so many like actually enormous gaming icons that are left that haven't been in Smash, and I think Crash and Spyro are like two of the very, very few that are possible and haven't been in Smash yet.
Then after
And
that, all
they
you
are.
need is Freddy
They've got.
Fazbear.
Thing is as well that they're back in the public eye with the new games as well. Like they're very relevant today compared.
They
to
are
others.
relevant. I think it's just like I hope they don't get in over some of the characters that people have clearly wanted for years now, like a third DK rep like K. Rool or getting Wolf back or something. I'd rather have that than have.
I'm sorry, if we get Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and people say, God, I just want King K. Rool, I'll actually slap the fuck out of him.
No, but I think we can have both.
Hit him.
Generally, the introduction of like guest characters doesn't remove a spot from like a newcomer of Nintendo Party character.
No.
Yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve with like the Smash like speculation community, where like, oh my god, this character's a waste of a slot. It's like, yeah, but like, what makes you think that character got into the detriment of the one you wanted? It's like, God, I really wanted to have Minecraft Steve in it, but why did he put Dark Pit in instead? It's like, it's not the same, really, mate.
What I will say on that is that I know it's a very kind of silly mindset to think that one character deserves to be over another, but if you think about it from the developer's mindset, they've probably chosen a character that they think, okay, we can design this character well so it fits with the mechanics of this game, and I guarantee they'll pick that character over other characters. So when we're talking about what character deserves to be in more. We're probably talking about kind of the credibility, how relevant the character is. But for the developers, they're probably going to be just thinking from a design standpoint. So
Sakurai said that himself, that they pictures how the character would move and would play before even actually would consider putting them in the game.
well, that's it. So it's
from,
like
a legacy kind of thing, you know, like I say, there's been so many characters that have been denied a space in the game for 20 years, or however long the series has been going now, probably a bit less long than that. But you know, now we're at the point where it's like they probably had all these ideas for all these great characters, and all of a sudden, oh shit, Spyro Remastered coming in 3 months, better make him real quick and like kind of put other things on the back burner, you know.
it is interesting in that
who adores the original trilogy, both of them.
it is really interesting considering like when you have characters like King K. Rool and like people like Ridley and even people like Tails and Knuckles, as cringy as that is to me personally.
It's not. It's
But
sick.
it's disgusting. It's
fucking love
disgusting.
Knuckles.
But anyway, back to the original point. It's like there has been a demand for these characters for a hell of a long time. Like since Melee was a thing, people have wanted King K. Rool, people have wanted Ridley, Tails, Knuckles, all of this kind of stuff, right? So based on that kind of demand, surely like Nintendo
I'm
will
saying.
look and think we can design this character for the game. They designed a fucking Duck Hunt dog to get into the
Yeah.
game. They designed Bowser Jr. to get into the game. They've designed a bunch of characters where you think that's not going to make a good fight. I'd even argue like Bayonetta. Bayonetta does not fit the game as a design. I mean, just generally speaking, she doesn't really have the proper design for the game.
The thing
But
is-
they try to make it work with the actual
I'm
mechanics.
gonna throw hands.
It's just a fact. It's a fact. Like
It's an
it
opinion.
is.
It's a
She's like completely differently designed than any
I
of the
think-
other characters.
Oh yeah, but like
I
she
think
could
the
not be
thing is-
though. Do you mean like as like a base?
Well, that's what I'm
character,
saying.
or
That's
how
what
do
I'm
you play?
saying.
All right, okay. I thought you
That's
meant
what I'm
like,
saying, that-
alright. I thought you
Sure,
meant
in
the
terms
character
of
from
design-
the game where your fight doesn't belong in Smash.
No.
All right, okay,
we
okay.
get it. You mean Bayonetta? We get it.
So do you.
Yeah.
What?
All right. So I think the thing is that a lot of people are looking at these characters almost like a gimme at this point. They just think, okay, they're practically confirmed. You know, people have been asking for them for so long, but Nintendo like to throw mix-ups, man, because people thought that Ridley was a gimme in Melee because he's like the third Nintendo big bad sort of thing.
And he was literally
you know,
in the trailer.
Like you've got Bowser, you've got Ganon, and then you've got Ridley, and then Ridley's still not here. People are almost just thinking, all right, it's practically confirmed, surely this time. But they do that every time. And in Smash 4, I know a lot of people were like, "Who's the new Pokemon?" Okay, well it's Zoroark. End of discussion. And then we got Greninja,
Yeah.
and people were like, "What?
Well,
What?"
on the topic of the like Crash Spyro leak, we talk about the other two characters that were in that same leak being Captain
this the
Toad
Ridley-
and Ice Climbers.
Oh.
Okay, so I mean, with Ice Climbers, I think that's fine. Captain Toad again,
They're a
Ices
given.
is a gimme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but this is it again. Sorry, yeah, I do agree. Ice is a given, but with Captain Toad, it's one of those characters. How do you design that character to work in Smash? And I guarantee the design team, if they were to consider Captain Toad, they probably have like a million ideas for having Toad in the game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well,
it'll be
he's
interesting
in his
to
game,
see.
He can't jump, can he? He can't jump in his game, so he'll probably
No.
be like.
But the thing,
Right.
they'll probably just inherit the fact that in the actual Mario games, Toad just can't jump as high, so they'll probably just give Captain Toad that. So it's
Yeah.
like,
You'd be Little Mac. It'd just be swole as fuck.
yeah. You'd have his
He's literally
pickaxe.
just Little Mac.
You'd have, I don't know, just, like unused Mario power-ups that other characters haven't used, probably.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, if he like, because you can play as him in like the new Super Mario Bros. Games, right? And 3D World or whatever. So he
we
can
can't
definitely
make-
use power-ups from that.
Yeah, they can't make the normal Toad a character because that's already Peach's neutral B. So it's like fucking put a backpack on him and it's a different character now.
You could,
Well, I mean,
you could,
you
like-
say that, but I mean, a lot of
you could,
people are
like,
saying
take,
that.
you could like take Peaches down before him because he pulls turnips in that in Mario Bros. You know, he was in that
Yeah.
one game where you play as him. You could borrow a lot for him.
I don't think Captain Toad's getting in before Waluigi. He's a way more realizable character.
Yeah, exactly. I think that'd be like if we're gonna get another Mario character, it's like I just
Mm.
why Luigi in that King K. Rool camp for me, where it's like just put him in so they shut up about him.
I do
If
think that's
he's
interesting though,
well-
because it's like Waluigi should be in first probably, but then Captain Toad has his own games. You know, he has stuff to advertise.
Waluigi has Mario Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah, but
Everyone.
Nintendo really trying to push that game nowadays. I'm hearing.
He's actually going to be dude. He's going to be Eddie Gordo from Tekken. His entire moveset.
I
and
would
he's
love
gonna
that.
kill people with like capoeira martial arts.
So, I mean, going on to the next kind of leak that was quite a lot of traction as well. So not only did this one mention ice climbers, which I think the majority of the community have been like, yeah, ice climbers is probably going to make it in. This is the one that I kind of fell in love with. They also were talks around Simon Belmont and Ridley being in the game,
Simon
which
Yeah.
I like
sick.
I would love that.
I
'Cause
believe
love the
this was-
Castlevania games. I love Ridley as a villain. I think he's cool. It would be cool to see how they design him in Smash. Like, if there's one leak that I would love to be realized, it would be that one. Honestly.
Yeah, so
I
I believe
prefer
that this
Crash
was
Spyro to
leaked
Simon.
by Emily Rogers, who is a pretty credible source. I can't remember what she's done in the
Yeah,
past, but
just
she is a
this
journalist.
is this is the leak that is holding the weight with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Metroid
Yeah,
being.
if it's Emily Rogers, so I think it's either her who said this, or she said that the roster is crazy and everyone's going to pop off for it. She said something like that. She's a pretty credible source. I can't remember what she's done in the past, but she's a relatively well-known journalist in like games media and stuff. So, and I would be fine with both of those characters. So it's cool.
I think
Yeah, I've never been a big Castlevania fan, but I do like the design of Simon Belmont. You know, even like as someone who's never really been into them at all, I can look at it and go, yeah, I give him a go. He looks cool.
Nah, every one of his moves is just gonna be like Sheik's melee side B with a whip.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
That's
That'd be
stupid, Jay.
fantastic.
That's really
No,
stupid.
I don't know. I'd be down with it though. I played Castlevania 4. That was good. He's in like that same camp as like Mega Man, where it's just like third party like classic NES character, where it's like they're practically an old school Nintendo character. So yeah,
Yeah.
he
He's
should
just,
be in it.
he's
He
just
should
the
absolutely be in it.
definition of a come on character.
Yeah,
where everyone-
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
he
no,
no,
if-
though, because like
Yeah.
I don't know what he'd actually look like, because all of his old sprites just look nothing like an actual person,
Yeah.
and he's been redesigned so many times on box arts. They should just use the one out of Captain N, if you ask me.
I think when it comes to that, if I see a trailer for Simon Belmont on E3, I think I mean I picked the character I'm gonna play. Like, I would
Aw.
love to see Simon Belmont in the game. He would be really, really fun.
Oh no, we just
I think
need,
in
we just
terms
need a
of
legal Castlevania stage so we get the music.
yeah, the Castlevania music is immense, so that would be great as well.
Oh,
I guess
that's
kind
true.
of going on to that, what other characters are you feeling like will probably make it into the next game? Besides like the obvious ones and
Wolf.
majority of Smash 4, you can assume it's going to be.
There's a YouTube series going at the moment called Rate That Character. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's
No.
Oh, you
the-
linked one that I didn't care about yesterday in the chat.
Yeah, it was an unironic attempt to talk about the potential of Gygus being in the game.
It's not
Gygus,
like gay guys.
he is the fetus-shaped gaseous alien from Earthbound. So I'm
I
sure-
thought that's who you were talking about. I was like, you mean the guy from Earthbound, the boss?
It's legit. It's fucking some-
What?
yeah, could the villain?
How would
It's
that
not a
even
joke.
work?
It's not a joke. They actually talk about the potential of being in the game. But they've
Wow.
done like a lot of characters, and they put They put Rayman at 20%
Shut
probability.
up,
with
I'll
that.
slap him.
I don't think that's the
Rayman
case
would be
at all. I think Rayman is very likely. I think
What,
Rayman,
what percent is Gygus at?
they put him at 5.
Gygus is 99% in the
He's already confirmed.
Like, I've-
Here's
I've
the
watched-
trailer.
Put him at like
I-
5. But they also put fucking Minecraft Steve at an unironic 75. So I
No,
don't
that's
know.
the scary thing though, because it's like on Switch and that. It's got like the Mario like expansion pack and stuff. It's like it could happen and I'd hate it.
Listen,
no,
I don't.
Like for a retro pick, I think Takamaru
Yes,
from
I agree.
Same Castle is like the most
Yeah.
prevalent
I like
for
that
choice.
pick.
Because there's always one retro character, but I think people are like jumping between either him or Balloon Fighter,
I
which
don't see what Balloon Fighter could possibly do.
Give me 5 moves Balloon Fighter would have. Apart
But
from
this is the
fighting.
thing.
Well, I'm
'Cause
not
everyone is in
designing it.
this camp of I can't see what this character will do. I can't see what this character will do. But literally, the design team at Smash Bros have done that for so many. Like, who the fuck knew what Peach was gonna do?
Villager,
Peach
man,
doesn't
Villager's
fight.
the one.
Villager doesn't fight.
No, but like I mean, Peach is like a
funniest
fully defined character and like a body shape that you can make attack animation out of. Balloon Fighter has literally 2 frames of animation, and the other one is
Fuck you, he
literally
fights
a
with his
samurai.
balloons, doesn't he?
pop his balloons, you win. He's just a guy.
Yeah.
He's literally
We'll
just
see.
a guy.
We'll see. I think.
No,
I
then
think
he's just a fighter. Fuck
he's
you.
just it's called Balloon Fighter, right? So, no, I think it would be cool.
So what,
I
so
think
what
it'd
you're
be cool.
saying is, what you're saying is we're getting the balloons as a character.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
I mean,
We're
they've
getting
already,
some
they've
guys
already
meet-
a stage hazard on Smashville, so you know.
Stage hazard.
Who would you like to? Who's the character that you think can make it in? So Adam said Wolf. which again, it's one of those characters where it's like he should be in the game, he should be in, but we'll see, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I want Dingodile.
Not Crash, but
Dingodile's a good guy.
Dingodile.
Just Dingodile.
I get behind a Dingodile. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Put Robin and Lucia in and not Crom, so.
Well, that's fine.
I
We
like
just
it.
get Dingodile and fucking Rillaroo from Crash Bash.
Oh my god!
No, get Rillaroo, man.
Imagine
Fuck Rillaroo.
it's got
It's
Rillaroo from Crash Bash.
Remember that guy? He just showed up and they're like, yeah, no, he's evil.
Oh
He's
shit!
yeah,
yeah.
don't worry.
And now we
Monkey
need
wearing pants,
we
yeah,
need,
it's
we need
evil,
the
don't worry.
we need the Crash of the Titans version of Tiny Tiger, where he
Oh,
sounds
God,
like a
with
game
the-
like
oh,
Tyson,
no.
The Mike
Oh,
Tyson.
like
Oh.
army gear and stuff.
I can't.
Oh,
I can't wait
no.
for E3 where they're not gonna reveal Crash and Spyro, but they are gonna reveal Dingodile and Hunter the Cheetah.
Did you guys know in the Spyro games after the original trilogy, Sparks was voiced by David Spade?
Yeah. No,
David Spade?
No, he was for one
What?
game. It was for one of those games, but like in the second one they changed to another guy. Then in the third one, it's like the deepest, blackest voice in the world. And he's like,
As
well,
it should be.
no, but he's like, and the reason is like, well, Spyro, you've been like cryogenically frozen for 10 years. This is just how I sound now. It's so stupid game.
Are you talking about like the?
That's how I sound now. He was always a big black guy. He's gone through puberty now, Spyro.
Oh, the Legend of Spyro games are so weird, man. I love them.
Yeah, they are weird. Like it's a new beginning where David Spade is Sparks and one of the old dragons is played by Gary Oldman.
And it's Elijah Wood Spyro and all of them, isn't he?
Yep.
Before cryogenically frozen.
Is that right? Is Elijah Wood Spyro as well?
Yeah.
What is this cast?
Actually, John.
They actually got like an A-list movie cast for the director.
It's
Well, I
like-
mean, like,
It's like in like Rayman 3 where like in the previous Rayman games, Glowbox just had generic like Patrick like dumb guy voice. Then Rayman 3, it's like just fucking make him John Leguizamo. He just sounds like Sid the Sloth now for no
oh
reason.
my god,
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy.
Just to get back quickly, right? The two characters that there's always an outcry for, which there's also an outcry for them not to, is Lynn and Gino. Do we have thoughts
Lynn?
on them?
Okay, Lynn. You can include Lynn if you cut like half of the Fire Emblem characters in the
Yeah.
game right now. Corey,
do-
Oh,
I
she a
like-
Fire Emblem go.
Ike hasn't been relevant in 10 years. He can go. Sorry.
I do like Lynn, right? I do like her, but to the degree that some people are sort of obsessed with her getting into the game, it's a bit. She's not done anything. In...
I feel like that's like so many characters in Fire Emblem. Like,
It's waifu culture.
such a-
It's literally people
It
saying,
is.
Loki, I want to fuck this character, so put it in a game.
Yeah, literally.
I wouldn't know anything.
but like
about that.
out of the, I feel like when it comes to Smash 5, the Fire Emblem cast, they can't get rid of Marth. They can't really get rid of Ike anymore. I feel like Ike's still kind of relevant, even though he's not really in the game.
Ike's kind of staple now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And
the
then
thing.
Robin's still really big in the games. I think Corrin will probably stay as well.
That's kind of my problem. Like, is he staple literally because he was in the game and nobody can deal with like the potential of a single character being cut? Like,
Also, you're right.
I
You
think
know
it's
Well,
what?
I mean,
think-
look what happened with
for
Roy.
me-
that's why Roy is back
For
in.
me-
Roy was shit.
For me,
in his
I
own
feel it's
game.
more like out of the Fire Emblem characters, he was like the first Fire Emblem character who wasn't a Marth clone. So
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
kind of got stuck for
Also,
that.
I'm gonna say for Corrin, like, and also I couldn't give a fuck less about Fire Emblem, so they can cut them all, keep them all, add more. I don't care as long as I get the ones I care about. But like, I feel for Corrin, like, it'd be stupid to cut any of the DLC characters because it's like, here, pay for these new characters like halfway through the game's lifespan. Then we're gonna release a new game and don't got them anymore. It's like they can't.
I feel like if they do get rid of a Fire Emblem character, it's gonna be Lucina or Roy, surely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd probably agree
and
with
nobody
that.
wants to fuck Roy, so it's gonna be him.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'll try and steer it back. I'm definitely like got my eye on Rayman. That would be cool.
Look,
I
I
like
have the
Rayman.
most galactic brain idea for a moveset, literally to a T.
I saw you.
I just couldn't be asked making the video, but trust me, I know exactly how he should play, and he'd be like top 5 free, and it'd be amazing.
I've also got my eye on like whoever the new rep for Pokemon is. I heard some pretty interesting stuff about how apparently the Pokemon company have quite a lot of sway on who gets into the game, and apparently Junichi Masuda's favorite from Gen 7 is actually Incineroar and not Decidueye. So
Is that
I
right?
have
That means they
heard
probably
that,
cut Charizard, because then it'd be 2 heavyweight fire types, and that'd suck.
yeah,
I have
I
heard
think
that. It's because
Decidueye
they
makes
want.
more sense, but I wouldn't be.
It's because they want to advertise the anime as well. Is what they want to do. So they want
Ah,
characters
yeah.
who are going to be big in that.
Obviously, Switch. If Switch is Gen 8, then a Gen 8 Pokemon. possible. But I've got my eye on whatever that might
I think it's I'm a big fan of Decidueye. Like I don't care him in the Pokemon like games, but I think he looks cool. I think he'd be a cool character. But the closer we get towards a new Pokemon game coming out, I'm like, oh no, he's not gonna be in it, is he?
High key,
I feel like-
more than anything, I want Meowth, but that's just not happening.
Yeah, Meowth.
I feel like
yeah,
for
he
them
needs
to
he
be-
needs his due diligence.
For a Pokemon character to be included, I feel like they've got to both be like popular in the game and have some sort of showing in the show as well.
I
Like
agree.
Greninja put in the game, and then suddenly Ash became Greninja or some shit.
Yeah.
Lucario had his movie, so and so. You know, that sort of thing. They've got to be like relevant in all forms of Pokemon.
Yeah, because there's like fucking 800 of them, so it's like they've got to be like a poster child to get into it, basically.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so who's that Pokemon right now then?
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah,
huh?
Shut your
actually-
fucking mouth.
It probably is actually Incineroar, to be honest.
Is it Incineroar?
But
Okay.
What's
People
the
when they're talking
evolution? What's the evolution before Incineroar? Because I think it's that one at the minute. In the
Torracat.
show.
It's Torracat.
Torracat.
Right.
Is that what
Yeah.
that one's called?
The thing is, when people are talking about representatives from series, they're so unrealistic. They don't think about the mass appeal of it all. They literally just like pick their favorite. Oh, I want Hippowdon in the game because I like Hippowdon. That's not fucking happening.
No one's ever going to convince me that there won't be a
I
Smash
literally-
game with
I
Girafarig in
literally
it.
wa-
No.
I literally
Give me
watched
Bellsprout.
Armada's Q&A. I literally watched Armada's Q&A today, and he went, I really want Bulbasaur in the game. Why? What? That would
I like
not.
Bulbasaur.
there's- That's a bit more realistic, but it's still like you're just picking your favorites. You're not even thinking about the logic behind it at all. Like I watched some guy the other day who said that what was it? Who was it in the Facebook chat who said that Gudra should be in? Who the fuck was that? Someone,
Ash had one. Ash had a Gudra.
Someone said that Gudra should be. What the fuck?
It was Vex.
I'm sorry, Vex. I
it
don't mean
was-
to put you on blast, but just do some research or something.
I
But
think
I think
Golbat
we've all
should be in
done
the
that
game.
where we just kind of sit there and think they'd have a sick moveset. I could fucking make that character.
I remember. Oh, I remember. I think it was Brawl back in the day. There was like a massive pull-in for Plusle and Minun to be in the.
Yeah,
So
they were like apparently considered.
They were planned, apparently.
There's like no reason for them though. It was so random and weird. They just had a massive following because it was like, oh, we want a new
But
two
yeah,
characters.
Who else is the Gen 3 mascot really? Because
If only there was a Pokemon fighting game out there that was like good. It would solve all these problems.
Yeah, but we don't have that in this life.
Yeah, that's a shame.
No. What are you? Don't make those suggestions. What the fuck? That's so weird.
Jacob, who's the character that you want in the game? I mean, it's Rayman, right? Probably.
Yeah, Rayman, Crash, Spyro, and
Fair enough.
Silver the Hedgehog.
Doctor
Okay,
Who.
moving on.
I think my character would probably be Banjo. I'd love to see Banjo in the game.
Yeah, he's in the same. Yeah, Rayman, Crash, Spyro, Banjo. Yeah.
I think,
Oh.
yeah. If there was any one character that I wanted as a newcomer, it would probably be Simon Belmont. Because like now that I think about Simon Belmont in the game, I'm like, holy shit, that should be him.
Speaking of that,
But if not, then probably Banjo.
let me quickly run back to the leaks, right? Because I want to point out, right, the leaks can be correct, but I feel like they won't have all the information. There's got to be one massive, deep, dark, hidden secret of a character that they're waiting just to like blow everyone's minds.
For sure,
because
like
they
Cloud.
have to. Yeah, like Cloud. Like who predicted Cloud? Nobody. No
The
one
fact
had
that
the leak.
Cloud wasn't leaked made it so amazing.
Oh,
The
I,
thing
I,
is that people had leaks. People had leaks, and they were correct, but no
But
one
nobody
had
guessed.
Cloud.
Yeah.
Hey man, how about
It's
Sora?
incredible.
How about that Sora kid?
Oh boy.
I'd do a
That'll be
backflip.
fine.
Spiky
Yo,
head
the new
man with
trailer-
a sword.
The new trailer
No, it's
for
a
Kingdom
key.
Hearts. The new trailer for Kingdom Hearts has Sora playing on a Nintendo Switch, playing Game and Watch, and he is Game and Watch in the game.
Man, I want to inject that new Kingdom Hearts footage into my veins, man. Give me
So
Sora.
if
Oh
they're-
my
if they're
god!
pulling-
You
if
know
they're
who they
pulling
should have in the
Kingdom Hearts-
game?
If they're pulling Kingdom Hearts for a Switch release,
They're probably
I'm not saying it's happening, but I'm saying, you know, it's there. It's there.
They should have the little cardboard man from Nintendo Labo in the game.
That could happen. Don't
I
joke
want him
about
in
that.
the
That
game.
could actually
Totally
fucking
happen.
Yeah, I'm not joking about. I want him in the game.
No, you don't. Fuck
Yes,
off.
I don't give a fuck about Wii
I
Fit
think,
Fuck
Tracer.
you.
No, I think Labo is like a really creative. I think we're at the very.
I think that'll be
like,
great.
I think we're gonna like a Labo stage maybe. You're like you're
Bro,
fighting a bunch of like folding
Smash
cardboard.
Switch. Cardboard boy.
I mean Labo, man.
Oh,
That's
We've
not even
already
a
got
bad
Game
thing.
and Watch.
What? Okay, but I understand
make
that.
him-
They're
just
not the same character, are they?
just give Game and Watch a cardboard costume.
Oh, that'd be alright, you know.
That's stupid. That's stupid. I want him as a new character.
Fuck off.
No, I think they could do
Okay.
some really creative stuff with a Labo, man. Like, he'd have a little fishing rod, he'd be a piano.
Exactly. Literally, you can fucking make robots shit out of Nintendo Labo. I'm not gonna buy a Nintendo
you get
Labo.
paper cuts on him.
If you make a gun with Labo, how effective is it? Like just a one-hit kill? Like that's
It's like an
gun?
actual gun. It's
Yeah, you've made a gun.
No,
Congratulations.
people
Like
have
a-
died to that.
Labo
They've had
man,
to
best
recall-
character in the game.
They've had to
When you
recall
hit-
all the Labos.
When you hit a character with the Labo gun, they disappear from the character select.
They're actually just gone.
They're dead.
Oh my god. Okay, so moving on. I just wanted to do a quick on one tournament that came quite recently, which was Smash Point. So we're not really going to be talking about too many of the northern tournaments that have kind of been going on, but one of the more significant ones, I would say, quite recently was Smash Point, because for the first time, and this kind of surprised me when he told me about it, this was Scarfelt's first ever Northern Tournament win. This is the first time he's won a Northern Tournament before, which is kind of crazy to me, because he's so sick at the game, but it feels like a couple of people have had his number once or twice. But I don't know, man. He looks like he's got everything together. He's playing super well.
Oh, man, we got
SBF came second after getting the reset on Scarfelt and Grands. And then we had, I think Curry came third, Legault came fourth, Madge came fifth alongside someone else. I don't actually know who it was.
it was someone else.
Was it Frog?
I can't remember.
Might have been Frog, I don't know. And then seventh, I think Mike and someone. There was
No,
there was a lot of
it
different.
It wasn't Sandy because I beat him. So. It wasn't
Oh,
him.
okay. Who got fifth then? I don't actually know.
Was it STR? It might. No, STR didn't.
SCR got like ninth. SCR
Yeah.
got ninth at that tournament. That was like one of his lowest placing in quite a while. And it's interesting as well, actually. I looked on SCR's Twitter, or one of his more recent tweets. He was saying how
Careful.
he's not really enjoying the game that much anymore, which is a shame. Like, I feel like people are getting to that point where they're getting a little bit burnt out of the game. But again, as Smash 5 does come through, I think a lot of people are of the mindset that it is going to be a port. So all the kind of
No.
fundamentals
I
and
think those people are wrong.
No.
Where did that come from?
Even
I think-
don't think that anymore, and I was the biggest, like, obviously support.
really, I
Personally.
feel like the
literally,
majority
I
of
don't
people have thought it's port.
I don't think anyone
What?
thinks it's a port anymore.
I think
thought
it,
it was
I mean, it
Wow,
won't be
okay.
from the ground up. It'll be a lot of mechanics carried over. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
there's
no,
no
like-
reason
like-
to not
like-
carry over
like
every
the-
character.
Oh well, yeah. I mean that when I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
a port,
yeah.
that's kind of what I mean in terms of like the mechanics are going to be fundamentally the same kind of thing.
By that logic, would you call Smash 4 from Brawler port? Because I wouldn't, and I think it's the
No.
same.
No.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Maybe
thing
that
is,
was
it
just
does-
a misnomer from my point.
That's
but
just
yeah.
it. It's just like it borrows a lot of assets. I think that's going to be the only same thing. But every Smash game has borrowed assets from the past one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what? That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Anyway, Smash Point.
But yeah, I think it was a pretty good tournament. It was a relatively small one. I think it did end up capping. Did you
It's like
guys?
30 something.
Jacob, did you go to Smash Point?
I did, but remember we played in Am Ladder, and it was a
Oh
dreadful
yeah, that's
time.
right. Of course, yes. I am the Am Ladder champion.
Oh, did you win?
Yes, I won.
Yeah, remember,
Hey, let's go.
I dipped early in the day because I had other plans, but yeah, I did go.
I didn't lose a set, and I played all music. Dumb.
Yeah, that's
He
I
was
had no
freaking-
idea that Sonic Mewtwo was like not fun.
Oh no, it's not fun at all. But Mewtwo's actually like pretty fun. He's very easy to play, so I'm just gonna play him a little bit more. So yeah, no, it was a pretty good tournament. I just kind of wanted to say congratulations to John T again because he got his first Northern Tournament win. I've got a feeling going into Smash Dash, if you guys want to talk about Smash Dash coming up very soon, I got a feeling it's kind of John T's to lose at this point.
Well, alright, I'm just gonna put a quick thing. Right, this is probably gonna be uploaded after. Like, this is being recorded on the 23rd, the Wednesday before Smash Dash. It will more than likely be uploaded after it. So you know, keep
So
that.
yeah,
in mind.
take these. Any predictions you hear, you can just like see if we were correct or not or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But yeah, I mean, for me, like the way that Jonty's playing right now, I don't think Sam's beating him these days. Like, I don't think Sam's going to be able to take him. I feel like Adam's like one of the only people who really can beat him.
Go on then, why not? I'll do
I
that.
can. I've been going close with him. I think I'll do it.
Oh yeah. Just Charnocky is low-key Johnny's demon.
Shit. Okay. Well, there you go. I guess. Please.
Hey man, I could.
But
That's
yeah,
brilliant.
no. I feel like for me, I think the winner of Smash Dash is going to be John T. But what do you guys reckon?
I like Curry.
I think it'll be
I
Pig.
think
I think it's Pig.
I can see
I
it.
think if Curry can beat Sam, then he wins because he kind of screwed himself last time because he thought it was over and then lost his mindset last time he played John.
Yep.
You know, I'll
Yeah.
take Curry.
I think he went last stock, last hit with John T. Game 5, and he got a back air, which really I have no idea how it didn't kill, but it didn't. And then John T. ended up winning. So Curry wanted the run back and played Sam in losers finals. He missed his coach so he could get the run back. He was like 2-0 up, and he just fucked it up basically, and then he ended up losing the set. I think like Curry on his day, one of the best in the UK. He's really, really good. I think Curry's another good shout for the winner of Smash Dash as well. I don't know if we'll see an All Fox Grand Finals. I think Sam, and I think you as well, Adam. I think you'll have a say in it in terms of who's going to
if
actually
I'm
be
in it, you will see an All Fox Grand Finals because that's who I'll be going.
Okay, that makes sense. But we've got like a few people from the south coming down. Obviously, Brad, you're coming up for it, which will be cool. No, you're not.
No, I am. I said hello.
Oh, right. I thought you just went. No.
I'm cancelling my code as we speak. I've had enough of my northern feel from this podcast. I think I'll stay home.
I understand. I don't even blame you. But Brad's coming. Crispy's coming. I think Wilksy 15 is coming from the Midlands.
He is.
Lord
play.
explosion murder.
Jackster is turning up, apparently on his own as well, which is no Wef, no Momo, no Jeepers, which is interesting. So
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see how he
unheard
does.
of.
Well, I know
Smith
Momo
family.
is debating coming. Momo's considering.
Oh, is it?
And I
Okay.
think
Well, I guess-
I've heard rumbling.
Well, what's your prediction? Because again, this is after the fact. Do you think he's going to be there?
What's your prediction on
Oh shit! It's a real
Momo Ari being there?
Well, I'm gonna message him after this podcast and tell him to come. So-
I have heard rumblings that a certain Rosalina main from that team is considering as well. So we'll see.
Oh,
let's go.
Okay. Can't believe
Let's
GP's
go.
coming to the event.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go, burning.
Better get ready to get jab nared out of this fucking galaxy, my guy.
Oh god. No, that'd be cool if DX comes up as well. That'd be cool. Always nice to see that guy. But yeah, I think in terms of the main content of the podcast, we're nearly done. We're gonna have the Q&A. But before that, obviously, we've got a very, very big tournament coming up.
Wait. Let's just backtrack 2 seconds. We didn't talk about smashed potatoes.
Go ahead.
It was good, man. People should go to it.
It's very good.
The cool
Very
people there. Genuinely, I just I didn't mean to be like, oh, smashed potatoes, fuck it. But like, I actually want to say like, they're good tournaments, man. People should go to them. Help them. Like a small scene.
Did we not talk about this in the last one?
No, but I mean, me and Adam and Sam and a bunch of people literally went to it. So I mean, like, we just talked about.
Yeah, there was another one.
Yeah, I swear we talked about this on the last podcast, right?
No, but there was another one.
We recorded it.
No, there
before
was
we went
another
there.
one.
Yeah, there was one
Jesus.
that I went to and wanted to give my feedback and say it was good and people should go to it.
Oh, right. Okay, sick. Oh, that's cool.
I
then.
lost. I lost in grand finals after getting the reset game 5, and
That's
that's the
disgusting.
story of the tournament.
Oh wait, yeah, because that was the tournament that like Urban Turban got like top 3 or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have got third, but Adam had to go lose to him, so I had to play Adam for 4th instead of playing him for 3rd. So cheers.
I
for that
was
one, Mitch.
literally on the verge of collapse. I wasn't even gonna go to the night out, and then I lost, and I was like, oh no. Then I took some tablets, and I started feeling really amazing. So
Yeah, could have took your tablet before you lost to Adib, but you know, cheers for that one.
all right.
Um,
Anyway,
But anyway, yeah, no, I fully endorse going to Smash Potatoes. That tournament's really fun. A lot of cool people there. Guys in Liverpool, really cool. Nights out are really good as well. Usually they're going a night out after it, so that's usually. So yeah, you should go. Definitely. But swiftly moving on to the final topic. In the reason we've actually got our friend Bradley on the podcast as well. We've got Albion coming up. Albion is, this is the 3rd installation of Albion. One of the biggest
You can call
tournaments.
it Albion 3.
Yeah, Albion 3, if you will. 3rd installation.
Don't mean to be coy.
You should follow the Shrek naming
Albion,
conventions.
Albion the third.
And then Albion forever after the final chapter next year.
Eventually, we go to like Fast and Furious, where instead of doing the full title, it's just Albi 5, Albi 6,
Do it, please do
Albi
that.
7.
But Albion 2 was very, very close to getting the kind of number of the biggest tournament in Europe. I think it was pretty close to it. I think it was like 20, 30 entrants off.
It was
But
like
Albion 3 is shaping up to be
305.
super.
It was
Yeah,
305 entrants
So
last
I
year.
know for a fact that the team are looking to break that record. We have the goal in mind. The current record for biggest European tournament, I believe, is 338 entrants, and we want
Mhm.
more than that. We want the
Was
biggest.
was that Beast 6?
I'm not sure. I think it might have been Beast,
I
but
would-
it,
I'd be very
it was
surprised if it was
probably
Beast.
one of the Beasts if it was one of them. And we are looking to break that record. We want this to be the single biggest Smash 4 tournament ever in Europe for the course of Smash 4's entire lifespan, which, as a first-time TO going into Albion, is absolutely terrifying for me.
I can imagine.
But-
Yeah.
You know, I have
I was
have
curious.
confidence in myself and the team.
Well, you mentioned that you're like terrified of running it. I'm sure like the other first time TOs, Ed and Burnin, are feeling the same way. But I was curious, are you guys getting help from DX's anime friends again? Because I remember last year they helped run some of the pools, and
Yeah, they were
Yes.
dedicated pool
Imagine-
captains, weren't they?
yeah, I imagine they'll be around to help, like specifically with Dragon Ball as well being there.
So I haven't heard any mention of the NG guys showing up, but I know that we have already started recruiting volunteers. So Crispy is going to be volunteer staff, and we're looking into a few other people as well. I
Okay.
can't comment on the NG guys, but yes, Dragon Ball and Tekken, I suppose that's a talking point. We got tired of carrying around CRTs, so we're doing Dragon Ball and Tekken now. It should be really, really sick. I don't obviously know much about the scene for either game, but we've managed to pique as much interest as we can from the outside communities. We're going to give it the best treatment we can. We're organizing commentary schedule for those games as well. They'll be on stream and everything. And if you guys were here last year, I kind of got the go ahead to speak about this, but not say too much. But if you
Oh,
guys
okay.
remember the arms booth we had, which was
Yeah.
Nintendo sponsored arm booth, just saying, keep an eye out.
Oh,
is that
okay.
not bad?
Okay.
I didn't drop
Um,
a single game in arms when I played last
I'm
year.
not.
the
I'm not
best.
saying
Yeah.
anything. I'm not saying anything for sure, and I'm not saying arms is back, and I'm definitely not fucking saying it's a Smash 4 demo.
all right.
I am saying that we're going to get boosts that live broadcast Undertale playthroughs on stream. Look forward to
Oh my
Chugga
God.
Conroy's Undertale being broadcast live.
Happy Roost needs to be in Smash 5.
Oh my
That's
god!
it.
Can we put Minecraft Switch setups then? We can all record Let's Plays together.
We
Inside
can
a
all play
scoop.
Hunger Games, the biggest game of LAN Minecraft Hunger Games ever.
Inside a scoop,
339.
everyone. Nintendo Labo 2 at Albion 3.
Oh my
This
god!
time.
Everyone's like running around the venue swinging cardboard boxes and.
Nintendo
No,
are making a
that's-
polystyrene product where you wear
This
suits
time
of
it's metal.
polystyrene
This time
and
it's
jump
metal.
into each other.
Nintendo
think-
just full on making suits of armor, and just like actual swords that you can put your Joy-Con into.
Nintendo are starting war with the East. I live at Albion 3.
Nintendo making WMDs.
Bring your swords.
Well,
Bring
I
your
can
swords
say
and guns.
for a fact. I can say for a fact that I'm definitely going to be watching Dragon Ball Finals. I love
Yes.
watching that game. It's so good.
So
I know
there's a
that
couple
sounds
of
so
things-
enthusiastic, right?
Hey Adam, if you like watching the game, there's also a show of it, you know.
no.
It's not very good though. There's
Yeah,
a
man,
few
the
other
show's
things
good.
I'm
I
very
like
excited about. Obviously, DBFC and Tekken and Smash 4. We've got support from Bandai Namco for Tekken, and we've gotten in touch with BenQ and Zowie for monitors. We have a couple inside contacts, a couple deals going down in dark alleyways. Be excited. Like Albion 2, I wasn't TO at the time, but and I'm gonna try not to speak too much about what my tournament experience is like as a competitor.
Oh god.
As an
Here we
event,
go.
it was absolutely amazing. I've heard loads of people say how amazing it was. This year's only going to be better. There's a bigger team. We've got so many things planned. We've got so many great ideas. July 14th.
For one of the
July
things you have
15th.
planned, because I know last year it was kind of planned, but it never went through. And this is very important. After party.
Yes, we do have a
Anything?
mascot. Oh, after I don't know about that. Unfortunately, the London culture and the Northern culture are very different. You know, I'll
Yeah,
put it
rather
that way.
better.
I was
yeah.
more just curious, like, because I know there was idea of like, sort of hiring out a bar or at least getting a discount at it for afterwards. Anything along those lines?
I will say that hasn't been discussed, but I like that idea. So maybe I'll look into doing something because I'm staying at the North House, obviously, because I'm at home in Essex while the
Mhm.
time
Yeah, that's it.
Albion
So
is
like,
going on.
we,
So I don't
we'll all be
mind.
heading there and back together anyway.
Yeah, I don't mind like trying to bring it up and seeing what we can do. I don't think, like I say, London isn't exactly party central. We all just keep to ourselves. Like, I housed Minimo for a DAT Blasto not long ago, and just seeing the like merging of cultures was amazing. We were in Subway and like a couple of really nasty looking guys came in, and I was like, they were like kicking off, and then Mo, like while they were like kicking off with the people at the till, just kind of turned to him and was like, "So what you having?" And I was like, "Mo, please, please don't." And then they were really polite. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm pretty good at Meatball Mania." And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what's going on?"
Most the fucking Chav Whisperer. That's pretty sick.
I would
Dude,
have loved if
he
they just
started-
turned around and decked him.
He started praying. He started praying at my place because I was like, he's like, "Can I pray?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I didn't realize. I always thought that Allahu Akbar was like a joke. I thought it was like an ironic meme.
Oh,
And
Or
then
did you get
no.
scared when he said it?
Then he said it in my room, and like I swear, like my dad's presence came over me, and I turned around. I was like, "All right, careful, man. Don't just go Allahu Akbar in my room."
Oh
Man.
my god, bro.
We're in London.
Are you serious?
I'm joking. I'm joking. He did actually say Allahu Akbar in my room.
Do you
and I
want
was
me, do you want me to edit that
That's
out? I'm
actually
editing this bit out.
funny. No, don't edit that out. Keep that in. The people
Long
must
story
know
short, long
what
story short.
that team are like.
Long
Let's
story
just talk about that incredible merging of cultures you were just saying, Brad. Let's just backpedal to that for a
No,
moment.
Basically-
long story
yeah.
short, he no longer
After
has a room.
After party, I don't know. I'd love it, but I don't know how feasible it is. You know. Also, expect the burger van or something similar to be back because that was my
Yeah.
idea last year. Before I was
did
even
like
part of
that.
the team.
Like that.
Before I was even part of the team, I was like, "Yeah, there's nowhere good to eat anywhere nearby."
Oh,
It's really-
that's it. Last year, I was a
Yeah.
massive advocate for getting like ice cream.
It's the only real problem with the Albion venue. Everything about us about it is great, but there's really no good food nearby. So I was like, "Hey, that team, what if you got some food in the venue?" Next thing I know, we've got a German guy in a truck throwing sausages at people, and it was great. Everyone loved it. So,
It would have been nice if you just handed us the sausages. You know, you could work on that for this year.
I don't know. I think it adds some. It helps people get exercise.
Well, I wanted to ask, is
okay.
like the layout going to be the same as last
I don't think we're changing it. I don't see any reason to change it. I don't think.
year? Okay.
Get me
I-
on
I- I
topic
agree.
commentary. That's my point.
Well,
Get who on commentary?
Yo, no wait. I have okay. Can we get just during the break? Can we get like a impromptu "Don't Jump" podcast?
there is one thing.
Can
Actually,
we
there
have
is
a panel?
one thing.
Can we have a man said don't jump
Hold up,
panel?
hold up. There is one thing I wanted to bring up actually, and that's that I've gone to bat very hard for an analyst desk, and I don't want anyone to groan at this.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank
I
you.
hate-
Yes, I agree.
I hate a large majority of the analyst desks that are done in America because a large majority of the people
It's so
that get-
bad.
the large majority of the people they get on an analyst desk can't actually analyze the shit. I'm calling you out. You're terrible. You're actually just terrible. He just sits there and laughs at his own jokes and it says
Do you hear that?
next to nothing effective about the characters, about the game, about the gameplay, about the potential matchups. And I've actually had a lot of people say that they don't think that I or other people in the UK community would make for a good analyst desk. So I'm really, really determined to prove them wrong.
I can't
I'm
believe we've
actually-
just made such a big announcement that Don't Jump is doing the analyst desk.
I'm
I can't
actually-
Imagine
willing.
someone sitting there laughing at their own jokes and not making any valuable commentary. Fucking imagine
That's right, you
that.
big gay fuck.
Hey, you should be on get on man, so don't jump. It'd be a great fit. So I'm actually willing to drop singles to do this analyst desk. I'm really determined to make this work. I'm so convinced that none of this bean boozled shit, none of this, killing time for no reason. It will be going on when there's nothing else to do, either like before the stream starts, when the stream starts, before the tournament starts, after the tournament is over. It will be killing dead air. It's going to be great. So I have spoken to, I mentioned Dev and Moke, wanting them on it. But I don't know if you guys, if we think we can make a big ass 5-man analyst desk work. I don't know.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
I wouldn't have a fucking thing to say, so I'll just,
Okay,
just
what-
make it worse than now.
This is one thing that I did actually ask. Well, I didn't ask anything about it, but I was just like, it would be really cool, like in the middle of sets or at the end of a certain block of games where we had something like that. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of compared it to something like in the Premier League, right? At halftime, they obviously analyze the plays of what happened, the goals, everything like that. Like, there's no real reason, especially at an event with the caliber as Albion, where we could definitely just do something like that. I think even just having people like 3 or 4 people on the commentary booth where you can just watch the step back and then just analyze what went wrong, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's a really, really good idea.
I will
Okay,
say
just
now
a heads up.
live. I'll say now live. I'm willing to offer my hand. I think I'm more knowledgeable on the game than a lot of people who would offer.
I think you'd be a good shout, Adam. Can I just ask that we maybe cut out my call out because I've just
No,
I've just kind of
Just in
remembered who
case
I.
was listening.
Well, I mean, it is going to be the biggest tournament in Europe. We're the biggest TO team in Europe. I probably shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, I'll edit that out, and I'll also edit out the part where you ask us to do that.
All right, thank you. But yeah, I've been going to bat really hard for analyst desk. I'm genuinely willing to give up singles for it. I mean, I don't even really practice the game anymore, and I don't really feel like entering after last year, so I don't, I don't see much point. So I'm really going to try hard for this because I'm so determined to make this work and show the states how it's done and how to make a genuinely informative and entertaining analyst desk.
that's awesome. That's
So I
awesome.
would-
So
I would
what?
put you guys in consideration for that.
One question I had for you. So obviously, in terms of ambition that we've seen from Albion 3, from Albion 2 to Albion 3, obviously getting that sponsorship from Bandai Namco, which is insane.
Yeah.
Things talking about like analyst desks and all this kind of stuff. I think that's really cool. And there's obviously a lot of ambition there. In terms of the core Smash 4 kind of event, do you have anything that you feel like from Albion 2 that's going to be changed to fit Albion 3, or is that something that's going to be generally carried over, like pretty much the exact same?
Simply put, it's going to be bigger and better. There's no other way to go around it. This is going to be. I'm very confident that we will break the attendance record. If you thought last year's top 8 was hype, being in the live crowd and watching on the big screen as well, especially with you guys, for me was an amazing moment.
I was watching on my phone, but
You were drunk. You were drunk as hell.
Yeah, I was running laps in and out of the venue to both try and drink and enjoy it, and it just made me tired.
But, well, I was in the crowd watching top 8 live with the Northern guys. It was an amazing.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
All I can say, it's just simple. It's just going to be bigger and better. It's going to be even more crazy hype stuff. We've actually had some interest from some American players. In fact, I mean, there are actually American players already signed up. They're not PGR'd, but I think Black Dino, right, who's like a Little Mac player, he's supposed to be pretty decent. I've heard of him before. He's coming, I believe. So shout out to
So
you.
we
we have heard that there is interest from a PGR player.
Yeah, so I personally, I'm not like opposed. If they want to come, great. But I and I think GP agrees that Albion, we're gonna focus on it being the best in Europe. You know, what I mean, there's no,
We don't need them. We don't need them for it to be an amazing tournament.
Yeah, we don't want to sit there for 3 hours and watch the buzz just shit on everyone in top 8. Like we want to see the best. The only way we can cultivate the European scene is by nurturing the European scene and not focusing our events on other places. You know, we need to really raise this scene so that they can then compete with those players.
That's a good idea. I think
That's
a good
about
other
that's about all I can say on the event. I just think if you're not coming, man, you're missing out. If you're from UK, if you're from Europe, hell, if you're from overseas, like you're gonna want to come to this and see why this event has been so critically praised. So much work and effort is going into this, and I have nothing but the utmost confidence that it's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be the perfect send-off for Smash 4 in Europe. It's really the last big tournament in Europe before the game. You're doing yourself a disservice by not coming.
I am excited.
As you should be.
Yeah, I mean, again, when it comes to Albion 2, Albion 1 and Albion 2, both of the events, Albion 1 was really fun. Albion 2 just built on that. And I mean, as someone who's going to be attending the event, I have absolutely no doubt that Albion 3 is going to be absolutely massive. It's going to be great. So if you aren't signed up, sign up. What's the problem? Just
Go
sign
ahead.
up.
What's wrong
July
with you?
14th,
Do
July
it.
15th.
I was gonna say that.
What's up? What's up, Adam?
No, it's okay. It's said now.
Oh, okay. Well, July 14th, July 15th, there's tons of housing options nearby. There's tons of Airbnbs and so on and so forth. The venue is beautiful. It's going to be in the middle of summer. I don't know, man. I don't know how you can miss this event and justify it to yourself.
With that-
The last 2 years, the last 2 years, Albion has had absolutely gloriously hot weather. So
Oh, the weather's been great, yeah.
Oh,
it's been
really
amazing.
good.
So if you fancy spending it inside with us, I highly
well, the thing, we've even got like an outside section, right? Like we've got an outside section by the river, by like a bridge, which is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Okay, guys. Well, that's actually going to wrap up the main content of the podcast. We're just going to take a quick 5-minute break so we can do, when we come back, Jacob's going to run the Q&A.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, man. Wow, we
No.
What time is it? It's time for everyone's favorite Q&A section. What the nuck do you want?
Ask the questions.
I'm renaming it, actually. I'm taking on this.
Please
Why?
do.
Why are
Please
you
do.
so? Why are you so Brad? As in, like, why... Welcome back to Why Are You So Brad? Zach at Zach on Twitter.
Oh, wait, no. Brad,
Uh,
we should make a term for you when you do something called bread and butter.
Should we? Should we do that?
Yep.
I think
I
we
swear-
just did.
I
think we
swear
just did.
I've had like a thing before. I've had like a it's to get braddled. If you get braddled, that means that was my show. When I'd
That
go
was
up,
your show.
I'd go up and I'd assault people in public and be like, "You've just been braddled." It wasn't
You
funny.
would commit crimes and then put
Yes.
them under a.
Yes.
What?
It's like Rob's 6 shirts from Top Man got braddled.
Set
turns
fire
out that
to a
commit-
house.
It turns out that
Brattled.
committing a crime and then making reference to your first name is actually extremely, extremely ineffective.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine.
Okay.
Well, you know his name's Brad.
Yeah,
He shouted it after he ran away.
Yeah, I just mugged an old lady and said, "What the nuck do you want?" And she couldn't do anything about it.
Exactly. Like, what is the meaning of nuck? What's the relevance of that?
Jacob asked the question.
Is his name
Jacob
Nick?
asked the first
Is
question.
his name Nick and it's like a silly? There's like a silly variation. Where he's Nick, but his
Yeah,
friend's-
now the police are either looking for a guy called Nick. They'll never suspect a thing.
Oh, Nick Charnog. That must be our guy.
Anyway, Big World asks, Smash 5, what stages do you want to see? Stage from previous games or any new ideas for stages we might have? Or what? Fighting of Dreams. It looks nice.
Did you not say that about characters? Is that not characters?
Is that a different? No, I'm literally reading it off Twitter right now. I think they've just fucked
Oh.
up in the Discord. Unless, did he ask?
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
No, he
yeah.
also asked
I
us
would like-
later on.
I would like to see Yoshi's Island come back because I like that. It's nice, it's calm. And I also I want Brinstar. I know they're on the DS, but the DS isn't a real version.
Nah, fuck Brimstone, man. I don't care about stages that'd be banned. I don't give a fuck about them.
I like Brinstar. Nice. It's like a staple, man.
Yeah,
I think
but-
It sounds a cool stage.
More legal stages from series that have good music to play
yes,
Smash 2.
yes.
Like
I'm fed up with Animal Crossing.
a legal Xenoblade stage would be amazing. Give me like Gower Plains, but as a biplat, and we're good.
Yeah, give us like a legal Xenoblade. Give us like a legal even something that doesn't have like good music, but isn't like for big gay babies, like a Zelda stage or something. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
Like a Fire
I'd
Emblem stage.
I'd like to fight
I'd
on a
also
stage
like
that
the
isn't like
Spyro
whistles
stage.
and dog noises.
I'd like the Badlands from Spyro.
Oh, bro, Fireworks Factory. Ah, don't do this to me.
Yo,
I want Wampa Island from Crash.
Yo,
No,
Maggie, tell me right now.
No.
Maggie, would you or would you not square up to Frozen Altars?
oh,
You know, with the fucking ducks with the sexiest voices on earth, who are like, "Hello there, Spyro."
Oh wait, what's the one? What's the one with the Yeti? Is that
That's Colossus.
the,
You know who
Wait,
No, I, no, I don't actually.
No, the
I?
point
Anyone who's played Spyro knows what I'm talking about.
No,
It's
if
Colossus.
they had a
isn't it?
Spyro stage, they'd have to have Toasty, just because I want that to be the name of a stage. Just Toasty.
Toasty is actually the great. If you play Spyro, Toasty is the greatest plot twist of all.
I have, but I don't remember the plot twist. Oh wait, no, yeah, I do
Play it-
remember.
play
I
it
do
again.
remember.
Yeah.
I know.
Toasty is the greatest plot twist of all time. That and Pokemon Coliseum, where the fucking mayor was the guy.
Now, if we're talking about like actual new stage, because the only like old stage I really want back is like Fire of Dreams. But if we're talking about new stage ideas, fucking Land of the Living Dead from Rayman Origins would be sick. That would be fun. That would be incredible.
Yeah, the music as well.
Exactly. And just like the whole list. You know they like fucking put hazards and shit all over it, but it looks sick. Anyway, is that every? Dev, have you said one?
Picto Chat, bring Picto Chat
Oh,
back.
yeah,
I think.
Picto Chat. I guess.
well, obviously I could pop off for Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, no, I'd prefer Traverse Town. It looks really nice.
Yeah,
But would
yeah,
you
it does.
would you fight to Traverse Town's music?
I look. Oh wait, yeah, because
I
I
feel
like
like they
it that much.
use,
Fucking
you know,
like
you know
it.
when you fight, you know when like the enemies come and you fight the nobodies outside
Yeah,
the
it'd be
mansion. I
that.
feel
That'd be
like
way
they
better,
use
of
that.
course.
there's tons of good Kingdom Hearts music. Loads of it. I'd be down for that. Or
Like,
maybe
you know, it goes-
maybe they could just put
It's
in
like,
Cry-
it's like dun 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 dun, some shit.
Oh, dude,
No,
the
the-
the intro theme to Kingdom Hearts 1, the version of
Simple and
Sanctuary,
Clean.
or is it Simple and Clean? Sorry, that would
Yeah.
be so good.
No,
on
what
a
they
Wii.
need the Rowdy Rumble, the music where you fight Pete.
Yeah, or
That-
Encounter. The whenever you fight a Disney boss in Kingdom Hearts 2, Encounter's a really good song.
But if you need my my favorite Kingdom Hearts location, just put in Pride Rock. Just make that
Yeah.
a
I mean,
Smash
I
stage.
I don't think any Disney related anything.
I think they should put in Halloween Town.
Whatever you do, just stay the fuck away from those Tron levels. Holy shit.
Yeah, I want Andy's bedroom.
Yes.
What about you, Dev?
I want Monsters Inc.
Dev?
Oh, I would like. Oh God.
No way
Discord
that
is...
made me
My
laugh.
Discord is like glitching out. 1 minute. Okay, can you hear me?
Dev, you have
Yeah.
5 seconds. I want to go to
Yeah.
bed. Answer the goddamn question.
Oh, sorry. Sorry for taking away from your 20 minutes of jacking off to Hollow Bastion. I would like. I don't know. I'd want a fucking piece of cardboard from Labor. There you go.
Look, I think Labo would be a cool stage. If not a character, it'd make for a cool stage.
I'd like to fight on a Nintendo. I would like to fight.
I'd like to fight in Nintendo.
Yo, that's actually a really good idea. Like the Labo, like you have
Yeah.
the Labo piano, and every time you land, it presses a key and does some
It's
music.
just exactly. It's gonna be like fucking Maker stage or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
it was.
like mid-match, you'll like fold over and turn into like a different thing for you to fight on top of it. It'd be sick.
There is my answer.
Or you just fight on a fucking £70 piece of cardboard.
Oh,
Piece of
Big
shit.
Blue was Big Blue in Smash 4? I don't think it was.
Wasn't. No.
Big Blue is amazing.
No, it
Big Blue is
wasn't.
such
Big
a
Blue
sick
is great.
I think they should put in Bear in the Big Blue house.
Yeah, I agree. That's the new Big Blue.
But the house just moves really fast.
It's called Big Blue, but in brackets it just says house in really small text.
Oh, Bear would be a good character. Anyway, Tracer asks, am I a monkey and is Airfire wrong in his opinion on the best character?
Oh god,
I don't know the answer to
What
either of those
opinion?
questions.
Yes, next.
What does he think? What
good
does he think is the best character?
No one knows. None of us
Okay.
know.
Great.
Alright, so I guess we have to get Airfire on the podcast next time, so we can just ask him that.
Hey, if you can find him, go ahead. You might want to cut that out as well.
What do you mean? If you can find him, what do you mean?
He's been incognito for fucking years, hasn't
Yeah,
Oh my god,
Where's
he's
he been?
MIA.
He's a
MIA.
fucking undercover
in-
cop.
he's out in Syria or something. Fucking.
he? I don't know what he's doing. He's
I
not
don't know.
here.
So basically, welcome to Man Said Don't Jump the movie, where we all go on an epic adventure to find Airfire.
Find him. It just turns
like
into a
fucking
Modern Warfare 2 campaign.
22 Jump Street,
we'd make
but
a
with
pretty,
Airfire.
I think we'd make for a pretty good buddy cop movie.
Airfire is like it's the Hangover, and Airfire is the fucking friend they're looking for. He ends up on the roof, and he's just there talking about
Fucking Diddy
talking about,
Kong.
It's like it's finding Airfire. But
talking
Finding
about
Nemo.
Adele.
yeah, he's trapped in a fish tank somewhere.
More like Warefire, am I right? Because
Oh,
where is
oh,
he?
we have to get in a pelican's mouth and he has to take us to find Airfire. We find him, we think he's dead, and he gets flushed down a toilet. Right,
Fucking Saving Private Ryan with Airfire. Saving Private Fire.
Run, Airfire, run.
Oh no, it'd be fucking taken. Taken with Airfire. Okay, so anyway, so that's we've not answered your question.
Yeah, sorry, we
Tracer,
just don't know
sorry.
where he is. We don't know where
We're
he
not,
is.
we're not going to though. So
Yeah, so
Next question.
yeah. I mean, I guess yeah. Sure, you are a monkey. Yeah, he did ask that.
yeah.
You cheeky monkey.
Oh.
So Burning asks 2 questions. The first one is, what casual game mode would you like in Smash Switch? They should put items in the game. That'd be pretty nice.
The RPG mode.
Turn-based Smash.
Yeah.
Battle Royale mode, fucking Nazi zombies.
I just
I'd like Pokemon battles to be an actual thing.
I like literally just like the Iron Man thing, you know, where each stock's a different character, and
Yeah.
just like a melee style adventure mode. They don't need to go all
I
out
thought,
like
I thought
Subspace
of that,
again.
but then I thought of that, but then I also thought the Iron Man mode is kind of not casual.
Well,
so-
no, but I'm gonna reinterpret it to like alternate game mode other than casual.
I assume
The
you mean like
character-specific
one
target
stock.
gun.
Yeah, Break the Targets is great.
Oh,
I assume you mean like one stock per character, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I like,
I remember
like,
in-
bring back
in
board the
Smash they
platforms, man.
They had Break the Targets, and one of them, I think it might have been Brawl, or it might have been Smash 4.
No,
But it was
Brawl-
like
I could
for
definitely.
all of the
I think
characters
we
rather
got
than
them.
character specific.
Yeah, that was Brawl where they
Okay.
had 5 different levels that all the characters
Yeah.
could play, and Melee had
I'd
the
rather,
character
it would
specific.
it would be cool if they were character specific again.
I thought this a while ago though. Bayonetta, there was no way you could design a break the targets that be specific to her. Could you just hold A and you'd win?
What?
So, Bayonetta-
Well, then I guess that's break the targets for her.
Yeah, so that's why Bayonetta should be banned, because you can just cheese out or break the targets.
I mean, you
But,
could
like-
just make it fucking enormous.
It's a bit like Ice Climbers 3DS. Sakurai's just like, yeah, no, we couldn't break the targets back because Bayonetta's in the game. Sorry.
Even though Bayonetta came in like way later, it's like, we might put in a character that can do that eventually, so I don't even consider it.
We don't have the technology. We
Any-
can't work with it.
Anyway, Burning also asks, any plans / goals after Albion 3? Fucking to go to the Smash Dash that comes after it, I guess, I don't know.
Probably stop.
Yeah, I probably got Meltdown.
It's a very general
I don't-
question, Bernie. You know.
I don't know.
I guess it's
Get a
somewhat
wife
so
and
in
kids
terms
at
of
some point
yeah,
after it, I guess.
from
Lead
now
a happy,
until the end of
successful
Smash
life.
4.
From now until the end of Smash 4 only.
Yeah, well, are you going to be carrying on playing the game quite intensively? Are you going to be taking a break? I'm guessing that's
Well,
the question he's asking.
I've personally never really played the game intensively, but I guess I mean I've come this far. Like I might as well just play it until the end and then see what's next. So,
Yeah, honestly, I'm literally not going to change anything after Albion, to be
yeah,
honest.
I'm gonna stay entering. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna be there when all the new people start flooding in for Smash 5, and I'm gonna be there during Smash 5. So
To be honest, I'm gonna kind of disappear after Albion. I'm kind of like, going into my 3rd year of uni. I've got a lot of stuff to focus on. So when Switch comes out, I'll be back. But I'm
yeah, I was
taking
gonna
a
say you'll be
sabbatical.
back. You'll be back.
Yeah, I'm taking a sabbatical though.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same camp as Brad. Not because of 3rd year of uni, but like, I'm definitely not going to be playing the game as much going forward after Albion. I'm not really playing the game that much.
I do remember this time last year, everyone was sort of saying the exact same thing, and then Albion happened, and everyone was like, "Oh, I love this game."
It's not even that I dislike the game. I just don't. I don't want to sink way too much time into it anyway right now. There's no need for me to, especially because I know there's a new game around the corner anyway where I can properly get back into it. But
There's
At this
one
point-
reason. There's one reason I still go to events after Albion, and that's so that we could film live reactions to Nintendo Directs and character reveals as a community.
Yeah.
that would be cool. Yeah.
I love the stuff
Oh,
they did
that
at
makes me
Xanadu with
happy.
that.
Oh, that was really cool. The Xanadu video was.
Yeah,
Right.
when they all reacted to Bayonetta, it was really cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because they were excited as me,
And then the character came out,
and they were sad.
and it killed the game.
Oh, man.
I'm joking.
Anyway, next question is Zamasu asks, Hit or Jiren? I have no idea who these people are, but I know they're from
Neither.
Dragon Ball, so I'm gonna look them up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Right,
look them
the
up.
answer is
Adam,
hit.
if you
The
don't
answer
say
is
hit, it's definitely
Okay,
hit.
I'm googling them
I,
now.
I already said hit. You're like Adam. If you don't say,
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Right,
No.
all,
Yeah, no.
all I'm having to go by is their designs. Hit looks like a dumb retard. Jiren looks like a fucking
what as
dickhead.
opposed to Jiren, which is literally just a buff grey alien.
No, I said that before I looked at Jiren, and I think I love him. Look at his
What
fucking.
the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, like
but
such a
you're
stupid.
right.
He looks like such a stupid asshole. I love him. Look at him. Look at the state of him. I like
Yeah,
He's
no,
just
Jiren.
boring.
Jiren is like the most boring. To be the most boring Dragon Ball Z character is a fucking amazing
thing
feat,
is,
but
right,
I feel
thing
like
is-
Jiren gets it.
I'm looking at him and I'm
not just
intrigued.
his whole it's not just his whole personality where it's like there's nothing interesting about him other
No,
than
his
he's
backstory is
really
awful.
strong.
His
His
backstory
whole
is
his whole
awful.
thing. His
When
whole
you've
thing
literally
is
got
just really,
Goku
really
Black.
strong, and then you see his design, and it's just as bland as he is.
He looks like a big fucking goofball. The thing
He's
is,
not-
so I typed his name in on Google, and the picture that came up, like, just on the actual Google slip for into images, didn't show his head, and I'm like, well, that's no good, is it? Then I saw his fucking face. I love him. Look at the state
Well,
of
let
him.
me just tell you now, he's not a big goofball. He never makes a joke. He never does anything even interesting at all.
Yeah, it's really
He's just
boring.
there.
Look,
I feel like
just
you're
a
describing
henchman,
like
that's it.
90% of Dragon Ball characters, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
He never does anything. It's all Goku. Yeah, no, pretty much.
No, but even then, it's like at least some of the characters have some kind of they have character, like Cell,
They help.
They
Frieza,
help.
Right,
Yeah,
look,
and
so
even the
Jiren-
good guys. But Jiren is like literally he's just like so two-dimensional. Even by Dragon Ball Z standards, he's so two-dimensional.
All right, look, my
He's-
opinion on Dragon
Jiren.
Ball Z is that I like Krillin. That is all I know about the whole show. It's not really, but I like Krillin. I don't know who the fuck hitting Jiren are, but Jiren looks like a fucking dickhead, and I love him.
Jiren does indeed look like a dickhead. You're right.
Yeah, and that's funny to me. He made me laugh. Hit didn't. It's just, like, got an ass on his head. That's kind of okay. Hit's kind of funny as well, I guess.
All right,
the
what's
next
next? What's
question?
next?
Oh, this is an easy answer. Luther asks, who's got the best Twitter clout in Smash UK? Obviously, me.
Okay. I think I did before I left. I had a very popular Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links meme that got over 2,000 likes. So, you know,
I mean, Minimo's picture of himself got like 4,000 likes.
he's a handsome lad.
One time,
No,
the
but
one
it was
the
him as a
official-
child.
One time, the official Rick and Morty page retweeted me. That got pretty clout. Pretty clouty.
I mean, in realistic terms, honestly, it's probably actually GP because TO and shit.
Wait, so say in the UK?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It wasn't fucking me. Yeah, it's probably GP or Afro.
Yeah. It's
Oh
probably,
Yeah.
no, it's
Yeah,
Viren.
it's not
Never mind,
Afro.
it's Viren. It's Viren free. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, of course it is. Fucking
Easy.
hell.
Obviously
Yeah.
Balboa, because he gave him these.
Oh, he gave him one of those.
Give me one.
Do you think Balboa will ever make another joke?
I hope he does.
So do I.
He's
Well-
gonna give a big thumbs up and go, bring them this one. That'll be re-
Bring it over here.
Just fucking get over here.
Bravo is actually great. He's like
I
the
love him,
lifeline
man.
of our
He's funny.
community. Like
He's
we,
fantastic.
at like Smash It Mizzes and stuff, he really is just like the life of the. Like everyone's laughing and smiling because of some shit that Craig's saying.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a cool guy.
Anyway, the next question is Lego asks, what is the issue? And there's no issue, man. It's fine.
Yeah, don't worry
next
about
question.
Don't worry about it, man. No
Yeah.
issue.
You're
Next
not old
one.
enough.
Next
Maybe.
question.
Cactus asks, who is the Buzz of Smash UK?
Oh.
Mm.
Without being racists, who's got the biggest lips?
Okay, hear me out. Hear me
Oh,
out.
is that what we're going off? We're going
This
off
is-
Like,
lips.
you can go off whatever you want.
I'm not going off of lips, but I think it might be SCR7 if we're not.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, it's SCR.
Is it? I feel like SCR. No, but DeBuzz doesn't come out with the occasional fucking banger like SCR does.
You don't know,
I
you
mean,
never met him.
Have you seen
SCR's,
this?
qui-
you
SCR's
seen
quiet, but when he does speak, it's usually fucking
Like
hilarious.
fucking Ferb, or Phineas and Ferb. Occasionally
Yeah.
comes out with a
I
little
think they
one-liner.
pop off very similarly. They both have like they both kind of ragdoll like they're
Oh,
dead
they
body
do.
dead.
So if
They've
you
got
base it
the-
off a pop-off, it's probably SCI.
They've got the rock'em sock'em robot hands.
They do. They
Yeah.
do. They're like... They're like...
Go gadget
very
pop off.
strange.
And when SCR shakes my hand, it honestly, if I wasn't looking and someone asked me to guess what was in my hand, I'd say probably a banana peel.
No, but I feel like SCR is more Mewtwo King than DeBuzz.
Has anyone here played both SCR and Reptile in tournament? Because it's actually night
Yeah.
and day. SCR is like I'm holding a banana peel. Reptile wants you.
Reptile has a very
He will
firm
kill
handshake.
you. He wants to destroy you. He wants to break your hands before the set starts.
That's like
He's a
Big World.
killer. He's a killer.
Big World is a very firm handshake.
I'm going with SCR.
I think I'd agree with SCR because they're just a big
I
weebs.
don't know if I do though.
No, I don't agree with SCR. I don't know, though. Like, if we're going off of playstyle, who's it going to be off of playstyle?
It could also be Mitsu, but I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know. That's an interesting question, though.
It's Dev because he plays Rosa. Dev, it's you.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Ew.
It might be Omega.
no,
Because he doesn't move as Rosa. So,
it could be Wilksy.
it could be Wilksy, the big plays. They both make big plays.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like Jackie studies the game in a very DeBuzz way, and talks about it in a very DeBuzz way.
yeah, I can see that. I don't know, is the answer. Who's got big lips? Who's got big lips in the scene?
No, we have to get. We've never
Lucretio's
not
got
given
big
a
lips. I guess
definitive answer.
Lucretio's the buzz of the
I
sea.
said without
Yeah.
being a racist.
That's not me being racist.
Yes, it is.
How? Explain yourself.
All right, enough of this. It's Whippy M.
If I met the
Alright.
buzz, I'd slap his lips so hard he'd spin to the back of his head like fucking Daffy Duck. I swear.
Enough of this discussion. It's Whippy M. Next question.
Okay. Spuddles asks, if Smash Switch is terrible, will you continue with Smash of any type competitively?
No.
No.
Probably not.
Probably not. I don't think I could see myself going back to Smash 4. Maybe going to Melee, that would be kind of fun, but I don't think I'd
Melee.
invest enough into
There's
it.
not. I
If
don't feel
PM
like there's
became-
enough going on for Melee.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like
I'd
PM
probably say
became more
no.
of a thing, I would definitely dive into PM. But unfortunately, that's
I think.
I mean, I
don't know.
suppose if it sucks, right? If it sucks, there's always Smash 6 in like a couple of years' time.
I don't
Yeah,
know
well,
about.
I'm gonna be
Yeah, I
dead
don't
by
know about
then.
that.
I'll probably be dead by then.
Nah, I mean, if Smash 5 is like a just awful game, massive flop, like, nah, I probably wouldn't bother.
I think
Personally.
if-
pretty
I think
sure-
if people are running tournaments, I would attend to some just to hang out. I can't see myself just being like, I'll never see
Yeah.
you again because I don't like the game. I think I'd still just go to hang out.
I think Smash
Yeah,
Switch's
I
lifespan
agree.
is going to last a very long, because the gap between Smash 4 and Smash Switch was like the smallest since Melee and 64, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And the Switch is going to be around for a while. Like, they definitely pulled the Wii U out early, right? They're like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's dead. Get out of there.
The fact that they released the Switch like practically halfway through the PS4 and Xbox's
Yeah.
lifespan, it's like you're going for a generation and a half of a console here.
Anyway, is that for that question? Is that the answers we're giving?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, so Big Weld he's back again, and he's got another question. What characters do you not want to see in
Goku.
Smash Switch?
Goku.
Yep, Goku. It can be new and returning, and I'm gonna say there's no.
Bayonetta.
Fuck you, Adam. Fuck you. No, just
I don't know. Probably like choir kids or something equally as useless.
what? What the fuck? Oh, Rhythm Heaven. I thought you meant like you don't want an actual choir boy in Smash. I was like, yeah, me neither, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Something where it's just like
Daisy.
what
Daisy.
you know, like we.
Oh, yeah.
like Daisy, Wii Fit Trainer, that sort of thing. It's just like what are you doing here?
I think Wii Fit Trainer is the only character in the current game where I'd be like, fucking yeah, whatever, I don't care. Because I don't think there's any excuse to remove a character because like Sakurai said he even like ported characters from Brawl.
I
I'm fine
do
with it.
agree, but
Like,
I also feel that way about a lot of characters. So
No, because there's some where it's like I'd be like, even though I don't care about Fire Emblem, it's like someone.
no, I
likes-
just mean in the like I don't care kind of way.
Yeah,
I'd
but
love
we-
them. I'd love for them to release the game in Mario. There was no Mario in the game.
That's the only
That's my
change.
answer.
They just forgot to put him in.
They didn't even forget. They made a conscious choice to put him on the cover, and then they just didn't put him in the game.
The social experiment.
Exactly.
How do
It was a
people
prank.
react?
Mario download $9.99.
Yeah, the only characters I
Actually-
don't want in are the proper stupid ones. Like, well, no, because it's not gonna be like obviously I don't want fucking a Homer.
Do they mean
Homer in it, but-
newcomers? Do they mean newcomers?
He said
or
either,
return?
either. Old
Okay,
woman.
well to return, I don't want Lucina, Dark Pit, that Greninja.
Nah, Greninja's fine. I want
I think-
to have a new moveset just because I like Kid Icarus. You could make like another unique moveset for him. He's fine.
You can make a much better case for getting rid of Lucario than you can for Greninja, because Lucario's actually not been for like 10
I
years
don't
now.
want-
Yeah,
Nah, I want them to keep all of. If they're gonna get rid of a Pokemon, fucking either make Jigglypuff good or get her out. She contributes
No.
nothing.
Meow!
you do not get rid of Jigglypuff at this
Fuck
point.
her. Fuck
No
her.
way.
Who cares?
Everyone loves Jigglypuff.
She's a
Fuck
bitch.
you.
Sorry, man.
She's part of like the original 12. She won't be out again.
That's literally. She's not even like a Pokemon character. She's just a Smash character now, and not even a good one anymore.
I mean, she was never that good anyway.
Who
No.
wants Puff to be good? Good Puff is just not fun.
Exactly. But I mean, I would rather keep her than leave her. But if any Pokemon has to go, it's her.
Yeah, so for like new characters, I don't want Wayne Rooney from FIFA, I
Mhm.
guess. I don't know. There's
Yeah,
no
and
one
I
that
think he has a pretty good chance as well. That's the scary part.
Wait.
there's no one that I look
Wayne
at and I'm like, no, absolutely not. Stay away.
No, I'm
You
gonna be
know?
like the one actual Bayonetta fan in the world, but I don't want them to put any other Bayonetta characters in there. I think there's no need. It'd be stupid. Like that's the big one I don't want because it's just overdoing it.
I don't think her series is like big enough.
Exactly,
that.
exactly. There's two games where you plays the only playable all the other playable characters have the exact same movesets. It's like there's literally no point. Alright,
Anyone else?
I don't want Anakin Skywalker in the game.
Yeah, I don't want the Cocoa Pops kid.
We're gonna fall out over that one. Right, so Burning asks, will Jacob and the Jakers be representing UK at Eurovision in Israel 2019? Yep.
Next
Maybe they
question.
should make a fucking video again. They've been able in
What are you
like
singing?
3 years.
I was singing the Cleveland show intro 3 times in a row just to make it longer.
We
Rock
tried to
Metal
make one.
remix.
It was great.
And then we're gonna do watch me whip, watch me nay nay. I'm Cleveland Brown. I'm
Why
saying
are
hey.
we giving this question time?
Tigerton asks, when will you? Oh no, Nabster asks through Tigerton's Twitter, when will you stop playing Smash competitively or stop altogether?
When Goku
When
goes
Smash
in.
5 is bad.
Yeah.
I
Honestly-
mean, I don't know.
Honestly,
I'm kind of not really playing the game that competitively anymore anyway. So it depends how much time I've got after my work stuff happens. So who knows? Maybe a year, maybe like next week.
Yeah,
I don't fucking know.
when I get bored and when my friends stop. Also, right, we're gonna steamroll through these last 2 questions because I really need to go to bed. B Little asks, who has the best shit talking skills, whether it's smack talk, Twitter callouts, or diss tracks? I mean,
I feel like we're all really good. I haven't got the chance to make a diss track yet, which makes you really...
I'm way too nice. I don't, unless it's Dev, because I hate him. But he's better than me at that. Also, excuse
I feel
me
like
one
I
moment.
could do better. I feel like I could definitely do better.
I've
I'll
got
do better.
I've got more bars than Willy Wonka.
Good. I don't know. I mean, out of us 4, I don't know. I don't actually know. I
I've
feel
got
like
more bars than Alcatraz.
keep
Well,
going.
that's it. It's Brad.
What else do you
There
have
you
more? What do you have more bars on? What else?
I've got more bars than Soho.
Keep going.
I've got more bars than a roller coaster.
One more.
I've got more bars than
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
No, don't.
David
Fucking-
Attenborough. I'm willing to bet he's got
That
bars
last-
too.
I don't even understand the last one.
You don't know him personally, so you can't talk on it, Dev. So don't.
Okay, understandable.
What are we saying?
Trust
David
me.
Attenborough's
Good
got the best.
reference.
What are we
Trust
saying?
me, he has bars.
Good
definitely
reference
got-
about David Attenborough. But
He
you
did
have
his
to know him
name.
personally.
David Attenborough. It's in his name.
David Attenborough's
He's-
got the best diss tracks in Smash UK. I can believe that.
Are we gonna answer this question? 'Cause I don't know the answer.
All right, well, we're gonna say best
I
diss
think
tracks.
any of
It's
us-
already been proven by Dev because he had it in him to make 2 to my 1. So
I don't know about that.
I mean, you literally did make 2,
By the laws of maths.
and you had the last word in it.
That is true. Yeah,
also-
I guess I'm the best.
Also, can I say I've probably got the worst shit talking skills because if you do recall in the Waka Cypher, I was the only person in that instead was aggressively nice to Genki instead of being mean to him. So
I was nice to him for some bits. Just not a lot of it.
I mean, the last line was "What the fuck even happened, man?" That was your last line in it. So
Yeah, that was me as a fan, from a fan's perspective.
okay.
Last question, Jacob.
Oh my god, it's the final. It's from Kasu. He says, "Oh, we kind of answered this in the last episode, but how are we gonna have Smash Switch setups as secure as possible due to the risk of them being stolen?" Here's my answer: cable ties.
So I actually can give a bit of input on this because it's been discussed among the team, and I'm not like a DIY guy. I'm not very good with like practical stuff like that. But all I can say is that GP has a plan for it. He's already. I don't use the word prototype, but he's got a prototype. He's got
Is it a robot? Is it an armed robot?
Yes, he's
It's
built a
arms.
killer droid. He's built a killer
It's
droid.
the fucking
And then he
Terminator.
I did see on Reddit the post like people designing like lock boxes where you basically almost drill into the table and it holds
That's
it
kind of
down.
what we're doing. A bit like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no,
I,
that
I,
sounds
I-
stupid
I
for saying
feel
cable
like-
ties.
I
I feel like
personally
that's
wanted
genuinely
like
too much when
Yeah.
you could just like get some fucking duct tape and.
But I mean, he doesn't. I had a couple of ideas, but he shuts down lots. I suggested Alan, the Albion Owl, which he didn't like. I wanted a
I
little
think
mascot
we
outside.
could get an owl.
He could
get-
throw GameCube controllers to people, but he's not very good at like managing his strength. So he
I
just
think
kinda...
genuinely what I'd do, that's not fucking drilling your switch to a table. It's something that's more realizable. Is like literally just get like cable ties like around your switch and your dock, and just like keep a pair of scissors behind the TO desk to cut them off when whoever brought the setup is going, and write down whose switch is at what setup. And if it's like, oh, I'm going now, it's like, alright, check your name off the list. I'll come unplug your switch for you. Done. Just monitor who's taking setups and when, and just like keep the dock with the switch, and it's sorted. That's what I'd do instead of getting a
mean-
fucking owl.
Don't diss the owl, yeah. When I get Alan the Albion Owl,
I'm gonna get guard dog.
I mean, granted, my idea does also rely on other people's good faith, because I mean, obviously, you could just unplug the back of a switch
That's what I
and
was
ta-
gonna
and
say,
take
you could
and
literally
take
just take
and
it.
take the.
not crazy.
But I mean, I'd like to think that if we announce at the start of the tournament that that's the rule, that someone would be like, "Hey man, don't unplug that. That's not yours. TO, stop him." You
It's
know,
definitely gonna happen. Someone's gonna get their switch robbed, and it's gonna be on Reddit within like 4 weeks.
Then we bring up the droid.
We'll definitely get the switch wrong.
then we release
we've
the
got like a-
hounds.
We've got like a Star Wars droid decker. It rolls around in a fucking ball and unfolds. Just chasing the guy down the street in London.
Yeah, I do think that the biggest worry is just the guy that turns up to like his one tournament in fucking ever and is like, just gonna nick a little Nintendo Switch and take that one to CEX.
He's like really shifty the whole time. His name is like Death won't steal your Switch. That's his tag on Smash.gg.
Not a thief. Comes
Yeah.
in like he's got like a cap and his collar up.
Hey, what's up? Totally trustable. How's it going? Oh, it's your first tournament? Great.
His real name is actually like David Barrowman, but he signs up as John Letterman.
His real name's Rob. His real name's Rob.
And then,
And
like,
his name is totally trustable.
like he's trying to like you know, fit in, pretend he's about to play a game, sits down, pulls out his PlayStation controller, is like, oh god, no. Starts like profusely sweating.
After you're like, this is your first tournament, he's like, yeah, and my last. Oh shit.
So yeah, I've never been to one of these
It's like,
conventions
how do I-
before.
How do I run?
Who's the bad guy?
Okay, guys. So I think that's gonna do it. Do we have any more questions, Jacob?
That's all of them.
Well, that's the end of this installment of the Man Said Don't Jump podcast. Thank you all for listening, and Brad, thank you for joining us on the episode. It's been a pleasure having you. I'm sure we'll release another episode very, very short, like soon. I don't know. We never have timelines for this anymore, so we'll figure it out.
This is the
But
last one.
for now, yeah, this is it. Bye.
This is the finale. No,
fire.
well, we're gonna have the movie. We're gonna do the movie. We find Airfire, but this is the last
Oh
episode.
shit! Yeah, we need. Oh god, I forgot about Airfire.
This is the
The
last
movie is
episode.
actually
This
got-
is the last episode before the movie. So I guess, Brady, you're the guest the guest host.
Yeah, no, the
but
movie is going to blow you guys away. Charnaki kills a guy with a toothbrush. Magi gets married twice. It's
What?
mental.
well, I mean, like you've come in as a guest, and now you're gonna have a leading role in the movie. So well
Good
done.
job, dude. Good job.
You're like the Shia LaBeouf in the Transformers, where it's like you're actually the main character,
Yeah.
whereas
thanks.
we are the actual
Thanks.
Transformers.
You guys,
Well,
you're what they came here to see, but they didn't bargain on me being there and taking up
So
all
I'm
this.
gonna have you fucking Megan
Like,
Fox while we're
I came
fighting
to listen to
robots.
Man Don't Jump. Who the fuck's this guy?
well,
so everyone's gonna hate you.
what a time it's been, but we shall end it for now. Goodbye, friends. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Yep.
Ah.
Yep. Bye. Yep.
Whoa.